language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Wisdom
Well,
look what fucking hell. That's the wrong button there. Oh, look what the cat dragged in. Hi, Gary.
Hi.
wow.
Hi.
Dude, this is how you know. What's going on, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a silly voice war.
That's not fair. I don't have any of these stupid little things that change buttons and stuff.
You could do it with your own voice, with your talent.
No.
Yes. Although Mullen's voice is more like a mahogany, a very posh mahogany table.
Rich mahogany.
Mm.
Yeah, that didn't sound good.
Freshly French polished.
French polish.
Ah.
Yeah, polished by a Frenchman.
Do they have better polish than everyone else? Is that a thing?
Did you hear how somebody broke into the Louvre?
Depends on the method, I suppose.
When?
Dude,
start your glasses.
Somebody broke into the Louvre. What? Face reveal. Somebody broke into the Louvre. Somebody broke into the Louvre, and these masterminds, these Ocean 11 masterminds, got a ladder in the middle of the day, climbed up, walked through a window, used a saw to cut open a fucking thing to just take the fucking jewels and walk out broad fucking daylight right on the security guards.
And they got away.
Well, they did like a classic heist.
The classic heist of, I'm just going to walk in the front door during business hours and take your shit.
Wow.
I don't know if it was during business hours, but I know it was like during the day.
Okay.
And they got away with like a lot of or I don't know if they got away. I just heard that the Louvre got broken into. I'm like, what?
On the other hand, though, it is the French. So
it's French. Yeah, I mean.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the real BBC. It is the 21st of Octobershire in the year of our Lord 2025. I'm your host, as always, Hans from Heel vs. Babyface. Joined today by Gary from Nerdotic and Mola from
Mola Face.
Yay!
Oh,
what?
It's delayed.
How's everyone doing, by the way? Anyone been assaulted at TwitchCon today?
I'm next year. I'm hoping to.
Oh, okay. Praying.
When Amaranth, is that her name? And when she's walking around with her abusive husband or boyfriend, having him as a shock dog, and she's dressed as Hassan and she's clowning Hassan, and it's actually funny, the world is healing.
Is she still with him, or is it a different dude?
I don't know.
I
don't have to crack that story.
He looked vaguely Asian, so it's the same guy as last time.
I have no idea what or who. Look, I'll be honest. I don't care.
Wow.
I'm just trying to be polite, make polite conversation. We've got 3 hours to kill here, guys. So don't worry if you hear noises in the background. It's simply the prostitute trying to get free. But she ain't
hate when they do that.
Well, I mean, like they only last so long in the freezer. So
yeah, no, they can squirm around for a while. Eventually, the fight in them just dies. It's like a double death. The fight in them dies, and Sorry, am I just living out? What's he called? Dan. I keep forgetting his surname. Clancy.
I was going to say Vask.
Fantasy. Just need to throw a fucking drop a girl.
That was last year, but yes.
Yeah.
No, the CEO for Twitch looks exactly like what he is. A dude who's reliving his youth in his fucking 60s. It's pathetic.
That's Twitch. We'll get into it all. But from what we can gather, isn't Twitch like a lost? It's like a lost sort of revenue for Amazon. Why on earth is Twitch been kept going? A lost leader, that's what they call it, don't they? Lost leader.
Vanity project, so they can say they have a streamer. It's just a thing that they own, and ultimately, I mean, Jeff Bezos looks at the balance sheet, but he just looks at the overall balance sheet. But there'll be a day where he comes along and goes, where can we cut some? Okay, we can fire 100,000 workers here from the southeastern US from our warehouse. And then, what's this Twitch thing?
It's better, like, I guess they're keeping it just in case. Like, it might become competitive. It might get better. It might become, it's too important culturally to let go.
Fire 1 million.
Well, it just seems to be a hotbed for radicalization. That's what it just seems to be.
Well, it is. And I honestly don't know like how much money it makes, but remember Comixology, right? When you have something repetitive, listen, if they're not going to shut it down over this, because this gives Amazon a black eye, but I think Amazon's done a pretty good job to the normie to, like, most people don't know Amazon owns Twitch. Most people don't know that. If most people knew that, it might be different. But it, like, nothing's happened. Zero has happened in the last 48 hours to any of these people. So obviously they don't give a shit.
No. But there was a whole thing that happened. A Twitch streamer by the name, I don't know. Look, I'm not even going to pretend to know who she is. I don't know
who
watch
any
Twitch.
of these people are.
I don't go to Twitch.
Humans, right?
I don't like Twitch as a platform. Emiru?
Sure.
Do we know anything about? Does anyone here want to fess up to knowing anything about Emiru?
Come on, chat.
Oh, I mean, someone in chat's got to watch one of these channels.
I mean, she should sue Twitch.
People
Isn't there talk that she might be?
Yeah.
She's an anime girl. She's cute. She streams with Asmund. Is she what? Is she part of One True? Is it One True King? OTK? Hasn't Asmund left OTK?
I thought did he step back or something?
Yeah, didn't he step? Yeah, didn't he step? Yeah, maybe not left, but step back from one. I don't know any of this business. I don't know any of this business. Yeah, she's part of OTK. Okay.
What's
so
OTK?
One True King.
Okay.
It's their company.
Okay.
So she's at TwitchCon. Let's bring up the footage. Next, this guy with lovely hair, turquoise on top, dark brown around the sides, I guess. Okay, so this is her. So she's at TwitchCon doing a meet and greet, as far as I can gather. I might be a guy coming for an autograph, actually, in all fairness to him. Somebody coming for an autograph. I didn't know whether there's a staff member, but I guess there was just no staff and no security. Well, we'll get into the security aspect in a second. So she's this guy just plows towards her and whoa there, buddy.
I saw discussion of whether or not he was hugging and kissing. I was like, it's clearly a kiss, right?
It looks like a kiss. Going for a hug and then going for a kiss.
That head is going down. Sure.
Yeah, he's. I don't, whether it's not where he's going for the neck or the face is irrelevant. He's definitely going in for a snogging time. But he just plows up, grabs, and then wow! And then dude comes in, pushes her away. Now, from what I can gather, chat again, you have to correct me if I'm wrong here. This is actually Emiru's personal security, because she had to
not the
hire
story, is it?
personal security
I
because
thought it
Twitch
was that
wouldn't.
she had
Or is it
personal
vice
security
versa?
and they were not allowed in, and then they gave her like a Twitch, I don't know, associated like standard default bodyguard, like a fucking publicly given lawyer sort of thing level of quality. And this is the result of that, because she had a guard that she usually has, but he wasn't allowed.
Yeah, she had a security guard that she usually had, but then he was fired or not allowed to return because apparently he put his hand on somebody's shoulder last year or something to usher them out. And that was deemed as problematic. I don't know what this fucking useless thing is. So maybe she had no security apart from sort of the standoffish Twitch security. But how the look? We have. I mean, if
apparently it's both. They banned her favorite, but she did have private paid security as well.
Okay. Because this isn't something to be scoffed at. Because hey, this guy could have had a knife, right? If that guy had a knife, she'd be done. She'd be dead. She'd be over. And it's not, that isn't hyperbolic, because we've already had cases of YouTubers being shot in the face dead.
Charlie Kirk just got fucking assassinated.
Charlie Kirk got assassinated. Yeah, but to be slightly more relevant, there's
the girl,
Christina. What it was, Christina something.
She got shot in the head and in the chest,
in the face
twice.
Yeah.
And then the guy had time to shoot himself. It's like fucking security here. By the way, Twitch security. All you got is one push for this dude. A fucking push.
Oh, dude!
Seriously,
if this was a wrestling event, this guy would be pummeled. He would be black.
Roundhouse this dude. You roundhouse this guy. You put him on the fucking ground, man. Like immediately. You don't know what she could have a knife sticking out of her.
Look, how much time? 1, 2, 3. At least 3. About
and then
3
big
seconds.
Security guy's like, "Come on, bro."
Dude, they are, I mean, this is bad, but they don't know how lucky they are.
They dodged it. She dodged a bullet. They dodged a bullet. Yeah.
That is bad. Now I haven't seen the rest of the footage which gone on, so
it's not like any of the dudes there are gonna come to her aid. Like, "I'll save you, my lady."
Well, this guy was.
Look at that guy's like, "Oh my god, what's going on?"
Not having it. No. So this guy, no, he's trying to go again. He was trying to get in again, and right now, from what I can remember, when Imaru reported all this or wanted to speak to Twitch about this, Twitch came back and said, "Don't worry, we've banned him for 30 days from Twitch."
Well, that'll show him.
Well, that'll learn him. And apparently she had to kick up a bit of a fuss just for them to say, "Well, we banned him indefinitely." That was assault. He should be arrested for that. And it's SA technically because he was.
Yeah, I thought I recognized this place. This is San Diego Convention Center.
There you go, Cafe Express,
San Diego Convention Center, where a dude, I stepped over a fucking velvet rope to get to my booth. I was a retailer, stepped over a velvet rope. So this is same security, exact same security, probably not as 10 years ago. And this dude tries to put me in a fucking headlock, right? Yeah, dude, like manhandle, like some overzealous security guard tries to put me in a headlock. I almost fucking killed him. I did. We both ended up in the principal's office. And that dude got sent home. I almost killed that dude.
Did she come back out or did she not come back out?
Yeah, so they manhandled me for stepping over a fucking rope, but all they got is a little push for, some poor girl.
Pushed and then just ushered off. Where was security to detain him? And then wait for the police to arrive. Where was that?
I mean, okay, this is all Twitch people. No offense, maybe a little. Nobody's thinking of that stuff. And all these guys, like, I can't get over the dude with the blue hair holding the bag with like his knees pointed in, going, "Oh my god, what's going on here?"
I think he's a fan. She's come back out.
Probably is.
I think he went there for an autograph.
Dude, if he's his fan, he had his chance. That was his moment to shine. You want to impress Imaru, whatever her name is, like fight for her honor right there. And don't go, "Oh my god, what's going on here?"
I mean, fair play if she came back out to redo that, because that could have really shaken you up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So, I mean, like, props to her for doing that.
Yeah,
that can't have been fun. And honestly, it probably didn't sink in for her till later when she went, Jesus fucking Christ, what the fuck was that? You know.
But the good news is Dan Clugsy went out partying with the
with a bunch of 16-year-olds, probably.
With,
or
yeah, with
19-year-olds.
Some
other
granddaughters. Some granddaughters.
Yeah. Some and then he went out with it was other Twitch staff too, supposedly.
Dude, some of the stories I've heard about Twitch stuff over the years, holy fucking shit. If there was ever like an investigation into Twitch, that thing would be shut down in like an hour.
Yeah, we have better security at our fucking meetups.
Yeah.
Seriously. We do.
You hope so, right? Jeez.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know the levels of security that's some concealed carry motherfuckers around there, you know.
Yes. Nobody does something like that's getting 1 foot away from that person.
Have you seen that First Contact Wharf's up for pre-order? XO6 First Contact Wharf.
Just in case the missus is watching, I am totally not going to pre-order Star Trek stuff before we go on our Egypt trip.
No, that would be,
of course,
that would be irresponsible.
Why would you do that?
Why would I do that? Excuse me, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm just Mola, say something. I'm just yeah, there's a thing that did a thing. Oh my goodness me, I'm just looking into some
last time I heard that, never mind. I was gonna make a joke. Last time I heard that, it charged me double. Never mind.
Thing with the thing.
Yep. Never mind. Hi, Mahler. How you doing?
I'm still ill. So I'm coughing every once in a while. I keep muted.
You got Gades?
Yeah, big Gades. Like not even the small one.
The big Gades.
I was coughing about last night.
Gades.
Bloody annoying, but I think I'm on the way out. That's my guess.
Not
death. I mean,
oh no!
On the way out of the car. Imagine I was just that casual about that. Like, yeah, I think I'm dying, but you know, it's
I'm done. Run. It's over. Tell my wife I love her.
I'll finish your video for you, dude.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. I'll keep all the money. I'll give a little bit to your family.
That would be so awkward. I'm not going to say how much or may not be done, but imagine I did die and it's just on my hard drive and no one knows how to get it out to anyone. So it's just sits
we'd
there
have
forever.
to guess Mahler's password, which probably wouldn't be easy.
Well, I tell you what, Mahler, I would tell the chat how much you had done.
Would that make things better or worse?
It's the only information they can get. Then they'll just have to live with that.
That's true.
But I know, chat, before this stream, Morley imparted with me with the wisdom of how long the video is currently. And they don't call him the long man for nothing.
Oh,
it's not going to be short.
Yeah, his password's.
I know I promised it would be short, but it's not.
The ultimate irony of Mahler. His password was.
Mahler did release a short. It was about Star Wars. And it was about 45 minutes long.
Yeah, that was crazy. Never again.
I'm not you. Yeah, that freaked me out. In all fairness.
Yeah,
I'm really sorry about that.
I had to go to therapy afterwards.
It was very confusing because you're getting to the point where your bone is starting to happen, but then it was over, and I was like, whoa. Wait, what? Is
It
that
was a
it?
grievous error.
Yeah, I kind of felt very unfulfilled. Your punishment must be more severe. So apparently Dan Clancy was out that night of the incident partying away with some granddaughters. Then there was a whole clip of, I don't know the details about this, so I don't want to say too much, but there was allegedly details of him being with somebody of maybe not an appropriate age. I'm not too sure. I wouldn't want to besmirch Dan Clancy's good name. He does that for himself. Remember, every time he shows off a new Twitch feature to somebody, and his Twitch is just full of thoughts. That's all it is. Every time he scrolls to something on Twitch, it's a thought. So at least we know what Dan's doing with his free time.
Yeah.
Ay. Oh, man. And then he's a complete Hassan sweeper as well.
Yeah. If nothing's going to happen to Dan Clancy after this and Hassan Piker after the dog thing, nothing's going to happen to them ever. Just know that.
Well, I mean, you've got the CEO talking about how he watches him regularly. So, yeah, he's pretty much immune.
Yeah.
And it would have to be Amazon doing something about Dan Clancy. Now, if Amazon did something about Dan Clancy, it still wouldn't guarantee that anything would be done against Hassan, but it could potentially open the door.
We're talking about the company that's dumped $1 billion into the Rings of Power and hasn't canceled it yet.
Exactly. Exactly. So if you're prepared to blow $1 billion on that, and goodness knows how much they put into Wheel of Time. That wasn't cheap, or at least it didn't start off cheap.
No.
But everyone sure did love that show.
Oh, not really.
Everybody did.
Not really. Even the crew were just like, this is shit. We're fucked. This is absolutely fucked. They couldn't write themselves out of it because they'd written themselves into it. So they couldn't even. So they got themselves a nice big fat cancellation. Congratulations there. Congratulations. But yeah, there's a lot of talk. Like Adam Gold went in hard against Twitch.
He was warning beforehand. He was saying, like, ladies, don't go there.
Yeah, if you're a woman, don't go to TwitchCon. Just don't do it to yourself. But you would think that as a creator, content creator, whatever they want to call us, streamer, let's just say streamer for Twitch, as a streamer, they would have the security aspects in place, the dots, the I's, their I's dotted, their T's crossed, and all that type of business. And no, they don't give a fuck. And then Clancy gets interviewed. Oh, the safety of our creators is paramount to us. Well, it's not though, is it, Dan? Really, it's really not in the slightest. You got a guy radicalizing people, calling for the deaths of people, getting terrorists onto his fucking show, and all this kind of business, and you're just like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
so good.
Not letting her security in because he put his hand on somebody.
Yes,
but it's totally cool. Somebody tries to mac on her and had an absolute opportunity to kill her.
That's fine. You see, you see, Gary, you see, once she's been murdered, then it's fine for you to step in and go, sir, that is not the done thing.
Okay.
Then you can use harsh language. No physical contact, but then you can use some stern words. Sir, that was a bad thing that you did then. We would like you to leave the premises.
30-day ban.
No, please leave the body there on the ground in a pool of blood. And especially after the Charlie Kirk, let's bring back that Charlie Kirk thing that you mentioned. Particularly after that, you'd think that there'd be more heightened security in general.
Maybe they feel like they're safe.
Because in all fairness to Emeru, she is she does have association with Asmongold, and Asmongold, of course, has got a lot of haters / detractors himself.
On top of already being a young lady, right?
Yeah,
who has to take 5 times, 10 times the precautions than a dude does. It's just the reality of life.
I would like to apologize to chat for my foul language just then.
What foul language?
Can you leave the premises, sir?
That was horrible.
Going pretty hard there.
Yeah. Better stop. I don't know if I can associate myself with that.
All right, Zack Snyder, calm down.
Cunt.
Whoa.
Wow. I actually edited out that word from my breakdown of my Hassan breakdown video.
Oh, okay.
On the video, yeah. It's still up on the streaming. If you want the full 34 minutes, whatever it was, of the Hassan rant, I managed to edit it down to 18. I got rid of about 20 minutes. But yeah, there is that there. But thank you for demonetizing the stream.
You're welcome.
Oh. You know what that means, chat? It means we got to put up a grift tax. We got to put up a grift tax now because Gary's just gonna demonetize the screen. Goal 1 red 3 hours.
Is that like the cussing jar?
Well, it's the
then I should put something in it, but I won't.
Yeah, you should complete that goal in all fairness, Gary. It's your biggest show of the week, Kaz. Let's get it demonetized immediately. Yeah, boy.
We are totally fine. You're British. I'm allowed to say it on this channel.
No, because you enunciate it.
When we say it.
Enunciate it.
Enunciate.
You're a fucking nonce. The pair of you. Couple of nonces. Enunciate. We just go, can't.
No, you don't.
And then you choose
no, you don't.
No, you don't. Unless it's on the FNT, and in which case it's a very rounded British.
Between
Zargons
you and
are not allowed. Zargons are not allowed. They're like 5p.
Yeah, between you and Ryan, I'm lucky I don't get age restricted every Friday.
What do you mean between you? Oh my God!
I'm an angel.
Wow.
Oh, Halo.
Unbelievable. Now my grift tax got grifted. It's red. I'll fucking red you. I'll red you. Because I mean, if you haven't associated like Asmongold because Asmongold's been bickering with Hassan in recent times, and I've been going at it like a couple of you know what. Then it could lend the people who are in those orbits, because of course with Ethan Klein suing a bunch of Hassan orbiters for copyright. Because he copyrighted his video and then they just played it in an effort to prevent people from going to Ethan's channel to watch it. Which is tut. So there's all that kind of drama going on, but it's okay. Asmongold complains about well, he not just complains, he talks nicely about stuff as well. But he'll complain about like video games and crap like that, like the normal kind of business, right? He'll play some video game. He'll complain about some video game. He'll praise some video game. But it sounds just like we need to kill all these people. We need to let the streets run red with their blood. If they disagree with us, they deserve to be. It's like, America deserved 9/11.
Dude, he was talking about like get their entrails out on stage.
Yeah, gutting them. We need to gut them. Let their entrails spew out. All this kind of visceral language.
It gets to a point where just like Twitch, this is well beyond parody. Like you guys need to actually do something. And then they're like, yeah, no. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's fine. Dan Clancy's like whacking it off. Oh yeah, son. Fucking oh yeah. Socialism, daddy. Give me that socialism, daddy.
Good
I'm gonna
God.
throw you a birthday party, Hassan. What did he say?
It said, good God. You know that's like one of the most clippable things you've ever done, right? I wouldn't want to encourage anyone in chat to clip that themselves.
Wow.
Awful if
any
you clip it.
old technology, including YouTube clips or recording it yourself.
There's a new clip feature. I can then magic it and put it up as a short on my channel.
And then saying like, Az announces his new ideological affiliation.
Az is proud to announce he's going full communist. It's the hammer and sickle, baby.
The Hammer of Moravia.
God, fuck that film.
I was going to say, I wonder if they'll remember.
Oh, by the way, just slightly off topic before we return to topic, but have you seen there was like so much like the gun versus fucked?
Yeah,
like rhetoric going around at the minute.
Oh boy, just exactly the story that we've been like tracking and predicting since his announcement.
Right, but like this is coming from the mainstream that were like couple of months ago kissing this film's ass.
Well, it's because numbers don't lie, engagement doesn't lie. Peacemaker's in trouble. Superman did not make the money it needed at all. So
no.
What happens next? It's like, well, on the horizon we got fucking Supergirl. Peacemaker's like officially ended too. He said he's not making a season 3.
No,
Lanterns
but the characters
on the
might
way,
appear in other shows.
Yeah, but you get what I mean, right? It's kind of like there's just no good news to scrape. There's nothing. Because even the fans of Peacemaker can be like, oh, cool, season 3 next year, woohoo. It was like, no, that's gone. You're like, okay. So what? Especially because it ends on a cliffhanger, right?
Well, okay.
Oh,
well, this should be its own segment if you want it to be its own segment, because we can really talk about like Warner Brothers is for sale.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, there's that too.
It is for sale.
I am now absolutely coming around to the idea that if it is bought out, the Gunverse will be stopped. I'm now coming around to that idea.
It's plausible.
I thought probably
it's very plausible.
But now I think it's very plausible.
Okay. If a sale goes through, and it'll be very difficult, but let's just say if. And there's multiple ways the sale can go through. It'll take a couple years anyway. That's enough to finish up your, clean up your obligations to Gun and move on. Absolutely. It's absolutely plausible. I wouldn't do it right now, and they can't do it right now because there's contractual obligations. The sale isn't done. It's got to pass government approval. What type of a sale is it going to be? Is it going to be for all of Warner Brothers, or Warner Brothers piecemealed out, split up between broadcast divisions and CNN, which they want to dump anyway, which actually hurts their value, as opposed to just selling HBO and their IPs they control, right? So they own some IPs and they control distribution on IPs. They do not own the IP of Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter. They control the distribution, and as long as they keep producing things, they can maintain those distribution rights. But as far as Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, they do not own the rights to those two IPs. They own DC outright, and many others.
Yeah, they're just all coming together in massive conglomerates. It's just one big Detatron 9000. It's all just, and then it just we'll segment that debt, and then try to make some money here by repeating, no doubt, the same mistakes that we made to get that debt, which has been separated into that segment of the corporation.
And Warner Brothers has done things to add to their value, to add to the sale, and it hasn't worked. They rushed the War of the Rohirrim to hang on to fucking Lord of the Rings, and then announce Hunt for Gollum, and it's like, what are you doing? Harry Potter, Black Snape, James Gunn's DC, the GCU is fucking done.
It's not even begun, you know.
It didn't begin, right? So, and then superheroes are pretty much done. I think we could be very comfortable saying that right now. They're pretty done. They're pretty fucking done.
That's probably the mildest take we can have right now.
They're pretty fucking done.
Well, how many times, right? How many times are they going to go, okay, so this failed, but a superhero's dead forever? It's like, how many times are you going to say that?
It's like, okay, for the literal out there, for the literal American, no, it's not done forever.
No, I didn't mean. I mean, as it stood in 2019.
As it stood in 2019, it is done. It is cooked, as the kids say.
Speaking of cooked,
I suppose Deadpool and Wolverine would have made them think there's plenty of hope.
Well, Deadpool and Wolverine's we said it. We all said it. Whether you liked it or you didn't like it, we all said it. This is a complete anomaly. It's not going to have any effect on the MCU.
To Doomsday and Secret Wars, because that will be the cameo fest, right? And an anomaly. Spider-Man Brand New Days, a cameo fest. You know, you had to put Punisher and Hulk in it, which is fine, and it'll probably do better than Doomsday. But Batman and Spider-Man will be fine. If they keep making Batman movies and Spider-Man movies, those will be fine. But shared universes and getting B and C listers out there, those days are done. Unless they're going to be like a cartoon on Disney Plus.
Look, you can't fucking waste. How much do you reckon Peacemaker costs season 2? 100
million minimum.
Okay, so let's just be generous. Say 100 mil. I'll just throw fucking 100 mil at fucking Peacemaker, at some shit,
dude. At a side character of a movie that didn't do well. Okay, a side character of a movie that didn't do well for whatever reason. It didn't do well, and the season 1 wasn't like this smash hit.
Yeah,
and they followed it up with the worst season. I've seen them both all the way through. Season 1 is a better form of bad. Listen, it is a bunch of rich executives who don't watch any of this shit. They make their decisions based on word, based on looking at a bottom line and without like understanding or watching what they're invested in. And you go, that they have to be crazy. The people making these huge multi-million-dollar decisions based on stuff they don't even watch. Yes, absolutely. The vast majority, if not all, the boards of these big studios don't watch their own shit. So they have no fucking idea. That's why they've never had any idea about fandom. And that's why James Gunn was the Marvel guy. He was the Marvel. You know this. He was the Marvel guy. Yeah. We poached the Marvel guy. We got their best guy because they fired him over the right wingers fucking canceling him. We got their guy. And they never even like, is this the guy? We want him to do Superman, right?
We want the guy that does quirky characters, out of the beat characters, to do the most kind of straight edge
Paragon
conforming superheroes.
That would be like, oh my, thank you, my love. That would be like, now make me a sandwich. Oh, you already did. No, that would be Mahler. That would be like asking Joss Whedon to do the Punisher. So
yeah, it doesn't
you know the lore on this. The chat might not. Joss Whedon was asked one time when he was still popular, if you were like God Emperor of Marvel, what's the first thing you would do? He said, get rid of the Punisher. I hate the Punisher. He hates everything about the Punisher.
I don't know how you could hate the Punisher.
Well, Marvel do.
But he would be whatever his reason, that would not be the guy you put on the Punisher as the guy who hates it. So James Gunn can bloviate all he wants about how much he loves Superman. He fucking did not love Superman. Him. He hates everything about Superman. He sees Superman as Homelander, and the only Superman stories he likes are the the mid 2000s Grant Morrison ones, which are all edgelord ones, which work. It works, but in the context of you had already constructed this character, many people with tons of talent have constructed this character over decades to where you've gotten to the point where you can start telling different stories from people like Grant Morrison, and it works. You can't go to Grant Morrison first. That's not how you build a character. It's terrible. It's towards the end. It's towards the end. Superman's arc as a character over time is ending. Okay. For one, he's going to be public domain in a couple of years, an aspect of him. And it's just all the stories have been told. Right. So there was still some freshness back then. And Grant Morrison had a good take, and he's a talented writer. But that's not what you start with. That's what you lead to, maybe. But that's not what you start with. That's not how you set a foundation. And you don't set it with somebody who, like I said, and I'm sticking to this, James Gunn is not the kind of guy who puts an American flag outside of his house on the 4th of July.
No, he puts a flag with his own face on it.
Yes. So that is not the guy you get to do Superman.
No. But it is the guy that you get to fuck up Superman.
Yep.
And make him a cock and a fucking useless guy in his own fucking show. The only fight that he could win in the whole film was against himself. Anyway, it was awful. It's down to 2 now.
It's down to 2.
I think it's 3. I think 4. 3 to 4 is fair. It's awful.
No, it's going to be the only Superman movie I do not own in my collection. I own them all.
And I think the hot toy is shipping almost immediately now.
I didn't order it.
No, me neither. No interest in having Soyman in my collection. No. Over emotional Soyman. It's so annoying because do you see that when David Cornsweet did the reading for the scene with Lois? So
yeah,
he had no direction. He did his own direction on how to say it, and he actually came across, surprise, surprise, like Superman. And then Gunn made him this over emotional fucking crybaby.
Absolutely, keep him as Superman. Get rid of James Gunn.
Yes,
you need another writer.
Oh yeah.
Keep him as Superman. Get a good writer. Get rid of that fucking god awful fucking pajama suit that he's wearing. It looks horrendous.
It does. Keep the trunks, but do it better design than that.
Yeah, have you seen there's great images of Cavill suit, but with slightly lightened up with trunks, and it looks fucking amazing. Do something similar.
Joe Kosinski, the guy who did F1, that is your perfect Superman director. Period. The guy who did Top Gun Maverick and F1. That is your Superman director. Guy would be great.
But who's your Superman writer?
Ooh, who is your Superman writer? Mark Miller.
But it's Mark Miller, Dan Jurgens, Jerry Ordway.
They were there, but a script writer, a good script writer.
I think you get Dan Jurgens to do a great screenplay. Mark Miller could do a great screenplay.
Mark and Dan could do a great screenplay. As a matter of fact, Mark did one, and it was turned down.
Yeah.
Michael Waldron, maybe.
That's it. Is there any other Rick and Morty people they haven't poached?
Jeff Lewis. We should get JJ on it. JJ Superman.
Sorry, but why are we getting Rick and Morty writers to do this superhero stuff? Why? It's all so cynical.
Yeah.
I mean, like I've said, the episodes they're connected to after seeing their primary work, I'm not even sure that they're any other reason. I think Dan Harmon was just sharing credits. Calling them Rick and Morty writers might not even be. They might not even be that.
Yeah, that might Dan and Dave on Star Trek Beyond.
Dan and Dave? No. J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay?
That's it.
For a second there, I was like,
did I miss? Sorry, my bad. Yeah,
Star Trek or something?
Yeah.
I feel like I would have known about that.
Dan and Dave are currently working on a show for Netflix that's going to come out once every 6 years.
Oh, is that the
Three body
body
problem?
problem? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just bring this up.
When did that come out?
That's fucking way better than fucking the suit from the film.
Yes.
And this is a fan edit. Someone did a fan edit, recreate the greatest live action Superman. That's way fucking better. And that's with the trunks. I don't know who they get to do costume design, but like we said at a time, every costume in that film, because it was, looked like it had been designed by the same person, which is not what you want. You don't want all of your costumes on all of your allegedly different characters to all look like they got designed by the same fucking person. Mark Kent's the one who's meant to have done Superman's costume.
Hey, but we loved all those Kent scenes. They were great, right, Mahler?
What, all 2 minutes of them?
All the Kent scenes.
There's so many of them.
Very powerful.
There was that
Basically
one
like
scene, and then there was... Oh, that was it. There was the one scene.
Well, there was the one where they couldn't get the phone working right.
How long did that last? 6, 7 seconds?
That's the only part I laughed because it was just like talking to my mom on the phone.
Yeah.
My mom can't hear a damn thing. Yet she insists on calling me. So I just put the phone down and she starts talking and I occasionally go, uh-huh. Uh-huh. And like I try to say something back and she keeps going. I just go, I love you, Mom.
You've always got to have hands free when you're talking to your mom.
Yeah.
How do I do this? I sent you a picture. Don't look at it until after the phone call.
No, it's gotten a little better.
Just...
I got my mom a landline.
Oh.
Yeah. Did I freeze or did you freeze?
No. I'm looking at. I'm unironically looking at different Superman costumes, which look a billion times better than the James Gunn one. This is a slight redo of the Cavill one, and even that looks way fucking better.
Yeah.
You know, the artistic license with the waist and the legs, but it's just like that's.
What do you think about?
Way fucking better.
What do you think about Zack Snyder starting to post up like Henry Cavill Superman and Deathstroke pictures? That is some funny shit. Oh, there's no rivalry between the two at all. There's no bad blood. That's
one of those moments where it's like, Zach, what are you doing? He's like, Like,
he's telling James Gunn. He's telling James Gunn who fucking won Superman.
No, he's like, oh, so you thought this shit would be easy, huh, motherfucker? Going in Warner Brothers and
George Lucas with Disney. It's like, you thought this shit would be easy, didn't you? Win all the money.
George, remember, back, well, at least I got fucking stock options and billions of dollars. You dumb fucks.
Where was that? I've been trying to find that image. Remember that image of the?
He just posted Batman. So somebody in the chat says he just posted Batman.
Who? Hasn't he just joined Instagram? Isn't he just joined Instagram and he's just absolutely shit posting at James Gunn essentially?
I love it. I love it.
Joseph Gordon, love it. Hey, let me search for him on.
I want to start an account called Richard Donner's Ghost and just start posting Christopher Reeve all the time. That's all I do.
Is this it? Oh yeah, he's just yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
That's great.
He's just literally posted a Batman photo. Here we go. This is the Nightmare Batman. One of my favorite Batman photos. I took it with my Leica monochrome. We built that little set especially for these portraits.
So this guy is supposed to be working on other movies right now too. So I'm sure it's purely coincidental that he's posting up stuff from his work as the DCU falls. Pure coincidence, guys.
He's put a little bit of sucker, but there's a little bit of sucker punch on up there.
He cannot do that. I wouldn't do that.
There's a woman with a tit out that he's put a black box over a nipple.
Okay.
Whatever that is.
How many days since Dance with Dragons? Asked the chat. I think it's okay, let's go off the top of my head.
He's filming. What's
5,215 days.
He is posting a fair bit about whatever he's filming right now. And then he posted this is what caused the shitstorm. He posted this.
Yes.
Henry Cavill is Superman from BVS, shot with my monochrome 50mm Noctilux. 3 weeks on Instagram. Thanks to everyone. And that got, that's nearly on 500,000 likes. And that was like, everyone's just saying that was the big fuck you.
Hey, David Ayer, so much for your Ayer cut. Maybe when Gun's gone.
Yeah. I'd be up for seeing that haircut.
Never gonna happen, but it'd be so funny if Gunn got fired and they rehired Zack Snyder.
It's like you said, never gonna happen. I would die laughing.
I would.
And then I'd be upset because I know that the film would be a fucking mess. But
that would be even more funny to me. DC's like, okay, this time we've got it.
This time.
Dude, DC could hire Kevin Feige right now and it would be the result would be no different.
Faster,
yeah. The result would be no different. There is nobody out there.
But that's 10 times better than the fucking one from the film. And it's using the same pretty much,
Okay.
Not
there is somebody who could do something right. You get one person to focus on one movie with one character and one villain. And you build that, you focus 100% on that movie with no other movies in mind. And then if that does well, you can build on it.
I remember a guy that said that once.
A couple of guys have said that.
Jesus, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what he was called.
Was that big passage in the Bible about the DCU?
It was. Thou shalt not start a multiverse without one good movie first.
And he who cast the first Snyder, messing with stories, shall not mix them together in an effort to expedite their universe that needs to be built upon firm ground and not the sand. Ay, Chihuahua. I mean, even the fucking CW Superman suit, the second one, not the one when he first started, but the second one from the Lois and Clark show, that's exponentially better than this fucking shite. I hated that Superman costume. It looked like plastic tat. That's what it looked like to me.
It's all right. We got Lanterns and Supergirl.
When's Lanterns drop? Next year?
It's shot, I believe. Hang on.
Yeah. I think it's definitely shot.
It just says 2026, but I thought it would be early first quarter. Could be wrong.
I mean, it's got potential to be good because at least James Gunn didn't fucking write it.
Mm-hmm.
So that in itself is a
got
positive.
that going for it.
Yeah.
Good job.
I mean, it could, for whatever that means, it's just a positive that James Gunn isn't writing it.
They've had I mean Marvel and DC. They have had now more time than they've ever needed to fix this shit. They've had more money than they've ever needed to fix this shit. They have had more resources than any other time in history of filmmaking to fix this shit, and they can't. The levels of incompetence, we say, need to be studied, but we have to wait for the incompetence to end, which I don't know.
Complete,
yeah, if it will come to completion. I just don't know, because the amount of stupidity going into this is dumbfounding. It is unbelievable that this many fucking retards are in charge of that much money that they're just setting on fire.
Right. Okay. But the thing is, it's going to. It's not even going in the right direction, because James Gunn said, watch Peacemaker, because Peacemaker is going to be very important about showing you the direction of the DC.
And you know what? He was right. Sorry to interrupt you, but he was right. It showed me exactly what direction the DCU was going
down the toilet.
100%. So he was right. Go on.
So you at least got that right. But if we're to put the cynicism to one side and just try and take him at face value, then that would mean that the world is it Sanctuary? Is it Sanctuary? The world Salvation. That's it. Yeah, Salvation.
Which
the world
like
that
the Salvation run.
Yeah,
from the combos. Not like this seminal run, by the way.
But the world of Salvation was there for Darkseid.
Yeah.
Now I cannot see James Gunn pushing Darkseid as the main villain after Zack Snyder just tried to get Darkseid going.
And to be fair, what little we got of Darkseid, aside from all of the minutia around it,
it was great.
He was fucking great.
Yeah.
He was
dude, I never thought that we would see Desaad and Granny Goodness in a live action, Darkseid, Desaad, and Granny, and they all looked awesome.
A character called Granny Goodness looked
Granny
cool.
Goodness. And she looked like she could kick fucking ass.
Yeah. It was
so you got
cool.
Salvation, and that's Darkseid's playground, man.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have Darkseid? No. So it's gonna be Salvation retcon, just like everything else is fucking retconned. Just like fucking rapist fucking Jarrell. Oh my god, this thing is a freaking disaster, Gary.
And Andy Muschietti comes out and blames the fans for the Flash not being good, saying like people didn't see the movie and they shit on it. It's like, bro,
fuck off.
I watched your movie twice,
3 times,
and then shit on it because it deserved it.
I enjoyed the fight scenes with Keaton. I enjoyed the fight scene in the silo. I liked it.
Ezra Millers.
I can't get, but that's what I can't get past.
2. Somebody thought it was a good idea, and this passed by a lot of other people who thought it was a good idea to put in 2 Ezra Millers. And I don't put his assault allegations aside. 2 Ezra Millers, one of the most annoying people on the planet.
It did get the laugh. I did get one laugh out of Ezra Miller though when he had his powers transferred and he didn't realize, and he tried to go through the wall. He fucking ran into the wall. I did laugh. It's the only thing I did. But you had dumb and dumberer Ezra Miller, because neither of them were like intellectuals or
neither of them are Flash. Neither of them are even close to the character of the Flash. It's such a producer casting, and we've already speculated that on quite a bit. Ezra Miller was very popular amongst producers, an extremely popular
on his
person. Yes, got a lot of roles.
But you remember when he made a cameo in the Flash TV show?
Yes.
And you've got Grant Gustin, and then you got Ezra Miller,
which
and
made it worse.
I'm looking at Grant Gustin going, "You're way more legit as a Flash than he is."
Absolutely,
way more.
Absolutely.
It was like, there's the proper Flash, and then there's Ezra Miller. Fucking hell,
dude! Ezra fucking Miller as the Flash.
Man, who cast that? Who's responsible for that?
God, I don't know. I think his name is Jack Ryder.
Jack Ryder or something. I don't know.
Thank goodness we got a thespian for Wonder Woman. That was a
well. At least she's hot. Okay.
So, Gary, we could do better than just hot.
I know we can. I'm just saying. At least when she's standing there not saying anything, it's not offensive in any way, shape, or form. It's the only when she starts saying something. Then there's a problem.
All right, fine. They nailed the casting for Lex.
Kal-El, no.
That's kind of
Enough
annoying.
champagne to fill the Nile.
Nicholas Hoult is in premise, great casting for Lex. It's just the script, and then Jesse Eisenberg is like, I don't know if that was ever going to work. Really,
no.
Maybe if he played it a bit, darker and more, less.
To me, Lex is now ruined.
Yeah,
because James Gunn made him talk about anal sex in prison.
He was ruined before that.
Yep. I mean, the film fucking ruined him. In all fairness, but that now I can't take him seriously at all. I can't take Lex seriously as a character in the slightest.
It's pretty fucking difficult considering he's gonna get out of prison, obviously, because we're gonna need 2 more stories with him, and he's just not gonna dominate, even though he has everything they showed us that he had technology-wise in First Superman. He's gonna have to fight Brainiac with Superman.
I don't care. I don't give
Dude, James Gunn can't write Brainiac. He can't even.
No.
Come on.
I mean, he's got brain in the name.
Like Retardiac.
He's
Never
got
mind brain. Fucking Retardiac would be too fucking clever for that boy by the looks of it.
Neurodivergiac. you gotta be PC about it, okay? You can't just say Retardiac.
Yeah, you can. On my dime, you can. Fucking retards. That was Zack Snyder. That was Zack Snyder and James Gunn, by the way.
Brainiac had a few too many boxing fights, I think, and he's
like he's Brainiac married to Anissa, and Brainiac's going around going, I am self-diagnosed CTE.
He'd be like, it's going to be a subversive element, so you have Brainiac as you expect, but it's going to be She-Briac as well.
It'll be a girl. 100% be a woman.
He would totally have a girl Brainiac as well.
I think he'd just make Brainiac a woman.
Or if it's this,
I think he tries to be he tries to move around the thing, but do it anyway. If you know what I mean, kind of like the boys.
Yes.
Oh.
Like we're not the thing, and then they do the thing. Okay.
Well, girls get it done, and then the girls getting it done later was pretty much it. I love when you showed me that meme of Homelander, and it's boys fans. I can't remember if it was Homelands, but it's the boys fans coming to the realization that they have become what they are the parody of.
Oh yeah.
Boys Mexico.
Well, yeah, 100%. It's we've said this before. It's just like if you find you love a show, and this is applied to Peacemaker as well, by the way.
Yep.
Just because it says or does the things that you agree with, there's nothing substantive in there at all. You don't really. There's no characters that are well delivered. There's no story that's running on a bunch of different variables, cause and effect, and great payoffs and stuff. It is literally just you type out your tweet like, "Oh my god, Peacemaker said this, and I agree with this. This is a great show." It's just like, oh shit, that show's doomed.
Yeah, it's the Stephen Colbert of superhero shows.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Was that mean?
Good.
It's not very nice.
That was horrible, Gary. That was very nasty.
Because you don't. Whenever any of us talk about how good Lord of the Rings is, we don't just go like, "Lord of the Rings is great because it says this," and I agree with it.
Yeah,
because there's only one scene where 2 women talk to each other. That's why I like it. That's why I love.
I gotta watch it again just for that.
I love it because Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, where every scene,
dude,
Lord of the Rings, where a woman speaks to each other in a scene, and it's just like, "Hello there,
credits." Which scene is that? Which one is it referencing?
I think isn't it in Helm's Deep? Is it a part in Helm's Deep? When they're hiding away, something like that. Anyway,
yes,
it's funny.
Oh, it's Eowyn talking to random lady, is it?
Random lady about yeah.
So,
boom.
Gary, it would be fucking hilarious if we were watching that in person. We get to that moment, I pick up the controller, fast forward, and then I hit play as soon as you're like,
You want to
Oh,
fast forward to the hot Rohirrim chick
Yeah.
who's like in the caves, the one who's like a 10, who looks like a fucking runway model. It's like they make him good in Rohan. There you go.
they start to bring in a skip
breeding
option
stock.
that appears on screen for people. Just press the button and you can skip this one. Worst scene in all of Lord of the Rings. I think everyone can agree. Not a single man in sight. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that scene where they pass the ring of power to all the women and they have to run through Mordor, passing it to each other.
I know what you're referencing.
I understand.
Don't worry, that'll be in Rings of Power season 4. That'll be great.
That'll be next season.
Oh man.
That'll be
looking
nice
back
when that
on that
comes
for
back
Endgame,
for about
holy
5
shit.
minutes. We'll be like, oh hi. Instead of old Fred, it's like old decrepit rat that crawls through the house every once in a while. There it is. And then by the time it hits episode 5, we'll be like, Jesus Christ, this needs to end. This is absurd. Because it'll be awful once again.
That scene though in Endgame is so bizarre because the whole point of the Marvel movies was it didn't matter whether you're a man or a woman, you were just doing, your hero job. And then it just went, and now we break to have a segment purely with the women.
Yep.
Well, remember, what's insane is Infinity War did the scene better. If you remember, it's a battlefield, and it happens to be Wanda's nearly dead, and then Black Widow and
Black Widow comes in. Yeah,
what's her name? The other one from Black Panther saves her, and it's obvious. There's a subtext of, hey, these girls are helping out another girl in need, but you just like, yeah, that's fine. You don't even need to say it. The 3 of them help each other out, and it's kind of cool because they're all from completely different, disparate,
and they have different power sets. Yeah, and Black Widow's has none. Yeah, it works.
But then they do it. It almost feels like they were like, no, that wasn't explicit enough. You need them to say more. You need to be every woman ever on Earth. That was
the moment the MCU was created.
Oh, it was the birthing, one might say.
Oh,
well, it's just funny because I knew plenty of people, including women people, who thought that scene was hyper cringe.
Yes,
because it was.
Because it was.
It really was.
Well, it went meta. We're in the series battle. We built up over years to fucking Marvel, and then they're like, "Hey, start winking at the audience." It's like, what are you doing?
Because you could have just literally have run through the film's characters. The Guardians were passing it on to Ant-Man, who was passing it on, and he literally just passing it through the films until it gets to
such
Iron
a better
Man,
idea.
where it all started.
Absolutely, get everybody.
Yeah,
get everybody.
That's how it should have done it. Like a nice little nod to the whole of the MCU.
A great idea.
That's what the fucking point of the scene in. They do it in near the end of Avengers, where you cycle through the city and you see everybody doing their major part to help. In Age of Ultron, I think you'd say it's the beginning where they're attacking the Strucker's base. And then Infinity War, I mean, you got the Wakandan fight at the same time as the Titan battle. So it's like everybody's doing everything and stuff. But yeah, Endgame, I guess you could say, they still got the major fight, but it's just so weird to focus like these are all of the women. All of the men just couldn't help at this point. They're all too busy. Remember they disabled Doctor Strange in that fight because he had to keep the water away.
Yeah.
That shit was so lame.
I hated the color palette of that scene at the end. It was all like
brown.
It was brown.
Yeah,
brown and gray.
Shit.
So unfair too because Doctor Strange had his like best action scene in Infinity War against Thanos.
Yeah.
It was like, holy shit, he's cool as shit. And then he's like, nah, he's water and stuff. You gotta do his water. Sorry.
Can't you just make a construct
of
magic,
do the water?
Yeah, just magic the water. They fucking dam to come back up. I mean, okay. I know he can't use his time stone anymore, but you're a fucking sorcerer. Oh wait, no, you're not a sorcerer supreme at all.
Best part of that woman scene was, and I stand by this every single time it gets brought up, is Mantis, because everyone there has like crazy powers. And then Mantis is like, "Hello, I'm also here." And it's just like, what are you gonna do? And just like jump on one goon and be like, "Yeah, I got you."
Hey, she nearly got Thanos.
Well, with a team with her,
Yeah. But I mean, when you're working as a cohesive unit, then
if you can work her
No,
in, yeah,
like,
but
well,
like
if
for like
single
fighting and
target,
stuff.
like Ego or Thanos, which are both times she's very useful, like that's fair because she's trying to put them to sleep.
Yeah.
But an army of dudes with guns and swords and shit, what the fuck's she supposed to do?
Cry.
That film is
Get
insanely bad, by the
PTSD.
way. That whole sequence is about trying to allow Captain Marvel enough time to jump into Ant-Man's van so she can travel back in time and return the stones when she has no idea how to do that or where to go.
Yeah.
She was literally just charging into a time machine.
Captain
and,
Marvel
and
being
Thanos
there was
saves her.
offensive.
Oh, absolutely. She shouldn't have been there.
Well, the whole time business was offensive.
The
Hey,
time travel shit was so bad.
This weekend, I'm going to be in the same building with Brie Larson at
Woo!
SpaceCon. By the way, I'll be at SpaceCon.
Get a photo.
Come by
with Brie.
come by the Rippaverse booth. I'll be there. Should I don't know. I was like, I almost did it. I almost pulled the trigger last night. I'm all, no.
Do it.
Nah.
Bree's.
I got nothing against her.
She's a real down to earth gal.
Yeah.
Just say, hey Bree, any plans?
Nah.
If
it was Simu Lu, I would 100% get a picture with Simu Lu.
I would get a picture and then say Simu, woo you and block me on Twitter so I can harass you again.
Surely before that, though, you'd be like, I'm looking forward to the sequel, dude. Shang-Chi 2, yes.
When's it coming out?
It was a major success. How have they not rushed it into production, dude?
When you see this, do you think Simu Lu? This is, by the way, this is Shang-Chi, everybody.
Not really.
It's supposed to be Bruce Lee, essentially.
No, I just saw another guy in a terrible plastic costume again that looked like I don't know, like some sort of photo stock model.
Oh my God, look at this. James Bond invades.
It's Roger Moore. Yeah.
I was about to say, is that Roger Moore?
It's Roger Moore. Oh, I love these 70s books, dude.
Nice.
They're fucking great. Look at this cover, dude. They do not make shit like this anymore. Yeah, but like, people probably aren't familiar with The Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, which was a very cool magazine. But and we've said it before, honestly, and I know some people get mad, but I don't care. If Quentin Tarantino was going to do a Marvel film, it would be The Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. It would be fucking awesome.
Well, I've seen Kill Bill. Yeah, he could pull that off.
Yep. Oh well. You got some sitcom star, but yeah, I'm not gonna. It's $160 to get a picture with her, and I mean,
do it.
I'm not gonna give her any. If I would do it, I would not give her any
money
shit.
Back by the memes, man.
I would.
You
Just
would use
sit next
that
to her and
thumbnail.
smile.
Yeah,
And
fucking
say,
thumbnail.
I wish her all the
Instagram.
best in the future.
Bring you some flowers. I brought you these flowers. I brought you a Marvel's Katie toy. There's a lot going.
Ryan could
very
very
reasonable.
Ryan could come out. Ryan could come out and get a picture with her. Nothing.
Ryan would try. I'd be worried that Ryan would try and do that. Imuru.
No,
stuff.
Ryan would get a date with her.
Yeah.
Ryan would be like on the boat in the Riverwalk of San Antonio on his romantic date with Brie Larson. He would. He's got game.
Isn't she single now? Or she was the last time we knew?
She will be after she meets Ryan. Ryan's my boy. I have confidence in him.
Is this new news, or is this the stuff we were already talking about? Because I was seeing just 4 hours ago lots of articles about Warner Bros. Discovery considering sale. Is that new or is that known?
It is new that I think it was just rumor that Paramount was gonna put in a bid. I just don't think people seriously recognize that Zaslav has been brought in, and they mentioned this in the beginning, guys. For all the financial analysts will remember this. They mentioned that Zaslav is being brought in to pump up the company for a sale.
Well, yeah, it says Warner Brothers has announced that they are now officially considering
that
acquisition offers.
New news. That is new news.
It's
And
new
of
news.
course they would, because as of right now, this moment, that Warner Brothers was so successful this year, everybody. They had 7 $40 million domestic weekends in a row, which is great, which makes you the smartest retard in the year of 2000 of our Lord 2025 of shitty movies.
And it's time to sell, right? That would be the time.
That would be the time to
great.
sell.
We look great. Get us.
But they are $36.5 billion in debt. Did you know that?
Yes.
Does anybody know that?
I mean, you know, we've all been in debt
So
like that before.
if you're running a company that is $36.5 billion in debt, you're not a successful company. I might be breaking some news here. They're being propped up because they are important for the they're important for the economy overall. They control a lot of news. They're important for the Hollywood economy. So the government, every entity alive, is helping prop up a company that by all accounts should be out of business. Unfortunately, this is how it works in America now with giant mega corporations, which I am not a fan of. A lot of them operate like this, and technically they're not successful companies if you're operating consistently in debt, much less 36.5 billion. You know, Apple, lots of liquid cash, probably the most liquid cash of any American company. Maybe next to Tesla and SpaceX. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not sure, and I don't care. Netflix, lots of liquid, lots of cash reserves that they can just go buy something. But why would they? Why would Netflix buy anything? They don't need to. So I think Paramount makes a move. Comcast would make sense just for Harry Potter.
There is an official statement. Zaslav's basically saying it's what's best. It's what we believe is best for the shareholders.
Yes,
Is to welcome this scrutiny of our
that's
company.
also like to the letter of the law. He has to entertain those for the shareholders. If somebody comes in with a good enough deal and it's realistic, you have to entertain it. But then we also have to caution everybody that if broadcast news is involved, that muddies the waters, and a lot of this requires government approval. It depends on what company buys it, because then it's what company has a certain amount of the market share, and if it's too much, the government will not allow it. I think the most realistic move is to get rid of everything broadcast, move it over to Discovery, get rid of CNN for sure, and all the other shit, and then just sell HBO and your IPs. It's pretty big news, and it's horrible news for Hollywood. It's utterly terrible news for Hollywood, because the exact thing that we were fucking predicting during the strike is happening now. Massive layoffs, corporate mergers, shrinkage. Oh, on top of pissing off half your potential audience, not just in America, around the world consistently for 10 years. These things all have consequences. Plus, stopping your entire industry twice in 5 years. You don't fucking survive that.
Good luck.
Good luck. Hollywood will be the side gig of Silicon Valley. They will be the side hustle of Silicon Valley. They will be vanity projects and side hustles. That's what an industry that used to be the most culturally relevant around the world. It was the most culturally influential around the world. Billions upon billions of dollars, movie stars, people actually listened to them back in the day. Award shows, this is all coming to an end. It'll always be around in some form or another, in the same way. And our good friend Ryan, who we were just talking about, put it best, in the same way that radio is not streaming, radio, like broadcast, like AM and FM radio. And that's how Hollywood and theaters will, these huge fucking theaters cannot, it's unsustainable when you have shit like Tron Ares is the only tentpole you have in 2 months in giant fucking theaters. And have you seen I think it's called the X Studios, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. It's the one that goes, it's a box basically. So you got the screen and then it's got an extended part of the screen right here, and it looks fucking amazing. That has to be, insanely expensive.
On the note of referring to Deadpool and Wolverine as a tent pole is actually more accurate than ever because there's no tent. It's just
no tent. It was just a pole.
Hey.
Ain't nothing benefiting from that except Hugh Jackman's career, obviously. He's getting signed on for more shit for sure.
Well, I mean,
everyone says the till you're 90 meme, and it's like, yeah, but
maybe
like,
what hurt?
It hurt. He gets paid bazillions of dollars. Like everybody.
Okay, let's look at this logically. For one, Ryan Reynolds' credibility took a big hit because of his wife and the way he treated that other male feminist. And it also didn't help that Kevin Feige was pretty much pushed out of the situation with Deadpool and Wolverine. And it ended up being a massive success, basically, despite of Kevin Feige. Rob Liefeld has been constantly talking about that. And Marvel just had their biggest hit, Mahler and Az. Don't you think they would be in a rush to follow that up as quick as possible? Like, why wouldn't you do another Deadpool movie in between Doomsday? Like, why not? You just made $1 billion. And there's like not a fucking hint of it anywhere.
And that film was hindered by the writers' strike as well.
It was.
And it was hindered by the writing.
Which is nice.
Az, did you ever watch? I say this as though Gary wouldn't have, but he probably did. Did you ever watch Little Britain?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. There's an account that's discovered it. You remember the memes, like the what's her name? The fat joke, the fat suit joke.
Which one? Because there's
Bubbles Severe, right?
The bubble, yeah. The fat black one and the fat white.
I was gonna say season 1, I think it was just her, but then they added David Walliams dressed as the other one. So someone posted a picture of that, and they were like, "Is this blackface, fat face, and woman face all at once?" It's like, yes. Those were the times.
And everyone loved it, and everyone laughed because Little Britain was always about just poking fun at yourselves. Everybody was the target in Little Britain. Everybody.
Well, that's the thing. There's some people who can't even believe it. Do you ever watch their? They made a show after Little Britain. It was like in an airport.
The airport one, I enjoyed that as well.
So someone's got an image of that where Matt Lucas is playing one of the characters in that, and they post the description.
Coffee owner who just shuts up shop immediately.
On Wikipedia, it says this character is named Precious. She is a Jamaican woman in her 50s who professes to be a devout Christian. She's the manager of airport coffee kiosk, and she often tries to cause problems in order to take the day off. And her catchphrase is shouted, "Praise the Lord!"
Praise the Lord.
Hey, off topic here for the Audible Harry Potter casting.
Yes.
I share the screen.
I know.
Sirius Black.
Sirius Black is black.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Everybody called this as a fucking joke, and they actually did it. His last name is Black, so he must be a black guy.
When I was buying Ultimate Spider-Man, and I was like, this is good stuff. And then they went, "We're gonna make Black Cat black," and I'm just like,
Jesus fucking Christ!
Like,
and I know
all the fucking characters you wanted to fucking.
It's theater of the mind, but Jesus Christ, you're so fucking predictable. Entertainment, Jesus.
I would also like to play Show and Tell.
Okay.
And
but hang on.
Dude, just as you're setting up, just one last thing on that Little Britain thing. Someone said this is actual minstrel shit in reference to what they did on the show. That someone said, "Oh, they have a sketch where they literally dress up as minstrels."
Oh yeah, they have. Yeah, they do minstrels. Yes, they do.
They did that.
Good news is Bill Nye is Horace Slughorn, which is great casting for the audio adventure.
Yeah, because it's somebody who's an actor that fakes knowing about stuff. Hey!
Wait. You're talking about Bill Nye or Bill Nye?
Oh, sorry.
Bill Nye, sorry.
Bill Nye.
So I was gonna say Bill Nye's not an actor. Well, I guess
Yeah, I
Bill
know. I was like,
Nye.
wait. Okay.
Bill Nye is one of the best. God,
He's one of the best. Yeah.
One of the greatest actors alive.
He retires.
Oh my God. As the like when he was in the Louvre in Doctor Who.
That little scene.
Dude, I cannot watch that scene without.
Well, I actually think like I know it sounds a little silly, but like he was fucking amazing as Davy Jones. Like,
yes, he was.
He probably deserves more appreciation for it because it's kind of overshadowed by the iconic Jack Sparrow, right? Like that's what everyone thinks about with Pirates of the Caribbean. But his Davy Jones is pretty fucking great.
Yep.
Chat, I'll give you a little bit of setup for this if you don't know what this is. Imagine going to see Tron Ares in a cinema which is, let's just say, let's try to be generous, is not exactly brimming with people. And then this happens. We'll just say this happens, and you can.
I said, are you ready?
Dude, he thinks he's in the Matrix.
I know. And then Jared Leto comes in. Now watch the pan shot here, guys, and I don't know what Jared was thinking when he walked in, but I'm reckoning his heart just sank to the bottom of his little booties.
How you doing, San
Oh
Francisco?
no!
Oh, he's in San Francisco. I know where he's at.
Oh no!
He's at the Metreon.
Oh no!
He's at the Metreon. I saw the Dark Knight
there's
there.
anyone who could meet anyone in this Trion.
See that red shirt in the middle right there? That like bright red shirt? That's about where I was sitting to see the Dark Knight right there.
Oh, yeah, this is.
So we have to come and say hello and say thank you so much for coming to this is your very few people in the world have seen this movie. I'm telling you.
And very few people have still seen it.
Still haven't. Very few people still.
Dude,
after nearly a week and a half have seen this movie as well, Jared.
The Tron Ares stands on Twitter are something else. It's like they wanted to level up from the Gun Gooners, and holy shit.
All I've seen is like Tron, like I think it's called Tron Ares Stan account, and all it does is post about Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, that was a Robot Head was fighting with him, and he started bringing up Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, and then just spamming insults about Charlie Kirk. Anyway, let's just listen to that line again, because this is I'm gonna clip this into oblivion.
This is your very few people in the world have seen this movie. I'm telling you.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And that picture actually doesn't do it justice. That's a huge fucking IMAX theater he's in right now.
Oh, dude,
and
it's like
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it fuller for worse movies.
This is like it's just like Cohen. It's just like, I'm just going to speak truth. It's just, my self-awareness levels are 100 right now. You know, I'm just, you know, there are very few people in the world that have seen this film.
Did you guys see the tweet? It's got like fucking 35k likes to it, and it's from Wog Updates, which is just a bullshit account for memes. Yeah. But it says, Dwayne Johnson reveals he was sent by God to slay Jared Leto. Quote, quote, I have acquired the Necro Sword. His reign of terror will end soon. The Necro Sword.
The Necro Sword.
Imagine if you put Dwayne and Jared into a movie together. Would that be like Super Inception bombing? It was just it would, like you'd go to the cinema, they would actually pay you to go in and see it.
Here's some of the first, and thank you so much for being here tonight.
Uh-huh.
This is Tron Ares. I hope you're in the right theater.
No.
Oh no!
It might
Oh
be the
no,
wrong one.
Jared! What if some people got up and started to walk?
Tron what? Sorry? I was here to
Oh,
see
sorry.
The Conjuring Last Rites. I'm not sure
Yep.
if this is the right film.
We were here for the Hurt Machine, Dwayne the Rock Johnson,
That's not even the name of it. It's the Smashing Machine.
the Smashing Machine,
The Hurt Machine.
Hurt
That's a
Machine.
sequel.
Yeah, the Smashing Machine. And the sequel is I Was Hurt Machine.
The Hurt Machine.
You know, I saw the movie in the theater when I was just a kid. I was around 10 or 11. It was 1982. That's how old I am. And I walked into this movie and it changed my life. I loved it.
I'm going to press X to doubt on that one. I am going to press X. Jared, now don't tell fibs. I don't think Tron changed your life. Bearing in mind, of course, that you currently live on some fucking cult island where you're the cult leader of a bunch of insane women. So I don't think you got that from Tron. If he offers you some Kool-Aid, chat, don't take it.
No.
I love the technology, the creativity. I love Jeff Bridges, the best in the world. And that was something I've never seen before.
Yeah.
So for me, this is a childhood dream to be here, to be celebrating. And thank you all for showing up tonight on the very first night that the movie's in theaters.
Oh, no, that was opening night. Oh. Oh, no, Jared, no. Just walk out. Just walk out. Don't do this. Don't do this to yourself, Jared. You have worth. Not in film, but you have worth. You are loved by someone,
By
maybe.
all the women in your cult.
All the women in your cult. They are crazy white liberals.
And I hope you enjoy it. Have a lot of fun. And we'll see you soon. Thank you so much.
Oh, no, you won't. You won't. You won't. You'll never see them again as long as you live, Jared. And they'll never see another Tron movie after this.
You ready? Oh, come on. Are you ready? We love you. Thank you so much.
Shit, was that really low? Oh, shit, was that too low? Yeah.
I said, are you ready?
There you go. Can you hear it now?
How you doing, San Francisco? You know, we had to come and say hello and say thank you
Guys, does everyone remember what they said? We're just going to insert it into the various spots.
so much.
By the way, again, look at that crackingly packed theater of a fucking how there's nobody fucking here.
There's nobody there. And again, that's a big theater.
Oh.
The picture doesn't really show how big that theater is.
Oh.
We had to come and say hello and say thank you so much for coming to this is your very few people in the world have seen this movie. I'll tell you, you're some of the first, and thank you so much for being here tonight. This is Tron Ares. I hope you're in the right theater.
Yeah, maybe a fifth, maybe a fifth.
You know, I saw the movie in the theater when I was just a kid. I was around 10 or 11. It was 1982.
By the way, he's actually speaking about Tron Ares, not the original Tron. He actually thinks he saw Tron Ares in 1982.
Yeah. That's how old I am. And I walked into this movie and it changed my life. I loved it. I love the technology, the creativity. I love Jeff Bridges, the best in the world. And
how old is Jared Leto?
54, 55.
Yeah, he's
like I'd never
3
seen
years
before.
younger than I am. Looking
Wow.
well
So
done.
for me, this is
All those human sacrifices have worked.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah, that what's it called? What's that grove? Bohemian Grove.
This is a childhood dream to be here, to be celebrating, and thank you all for showing up tonight on the very first night that the movie's in theaters. And I hope you enjoy it, have a lot of fun, and we'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Are you ready? Oh, come on, are you ready?
Oh, God.
He's not right for hype, is he? Are you ready?
No,
Come
he's
on, are
probably
you
too
ready?
drugged up. In all fairness,
Share the screen, Az.
how Tron Ares ran off the grid. Disney's
Oh, no.
sci-fi movie
Not
set to
soaring.
lose $132 million.
It's actually going to be more.
Yeah, I figure.
It's going to be more like almost $250,000 loss on this.
$250 million.
Quarter
So
billion.
Tron
sorry,
goes
quarter
back
billion.
on ice for another 15 years.
Yep.
Wah, 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 wah. I mean, it had a very bad opening weekend, didn't it?
And it had a worse second
And
weekend.
it dropped 67% from
So,
that.
like, it had a bad opening, bad second, bad third. You know, it just had bad months.
But it'll be the #1 on Disney Plus in a month.
Yay.
From 33 mil to 11.
Oof.
11.
Oof.
It's all that word of
Dude.
mouth, you know. Everyone just kept going back to see it. It was
Yep.
great.
Dear God.
What a bad movie.
I think there's a good possibility that it might actually be below 1 million today when it reports tomorrow when it reports the Monday, which will be later today. I think there's an actual chance that it might be below 1 million already. Oh, and here this is.
And,
I mean,
back to
don't
Warner
expect
Brothers.
the International to do any favors for them because,
yeah. International's on to American movies now. They're like, we're not doing this piss anymore. Fuck this.
oh,
So back to Zaslav real quick. He did confirm today that his plan all along was to sell. So Warner Brothers is in upheaval again. And this cannot be good for anything being made right now.
Except YouTube videos.
I was just saying,
we're fine. YouTube's fine.
Does anyone care? I mean, I don't mean that in a nihilistic way. I really mean that. I mean, does anyone care? This industry's been propped up for so fucking long, and it's refused to give its audience what they've been clamoring for, and they still do dumb fucking shit.
I know.
Left,
Dude,
right, and center.
the dumbest is Black Snape. Harry Potter would have been, and it still will be, an immensely popular show. The first episode will get tons of people watching it. It will break records. That would have been exciting if they had done it completely right. That would have generated a ton of excitement. You would have had water cooler talk, all kinds of stuff. They jeopardized that with Black Snape. That's how fucking stupid they are. So yeah, it's been propped up for a long time. You're right, Az, and the party's over. And we all said this is unsustainable.
Yes.
It's fucking
How many
unsustainable.
times did we say that?
Yeah.
How many times? We kept saying you can lose money, you can lose it to a certain degree, but it becomes non-sustainable. Your company can't exist if you're constantly losing money. There has to become a point where it goes into we're done.
So you might understand from a financial incentive point of view why they were gaslighting so much that Superman was successful. It's because they're getting ready to sell.
Because they're trying to sell, yeah. So they needed to get some sort of positivity, try and prevent that stock price from plummeting to the ground, I guess.
Generally, from their point of view, a good move anyway, right? It's like, what does it cost us? Just lie a bit. It's like, okay. And then everyone... Just whatever. It probably even has a tangible effect, even in the 0.1 percentages of box office. Like to sell that it's doing amazing probably does help. whether or not it's good. Like if they did this for Tron, they said it's doing amazing, they probably would do slightly better ticket sales wise. Like I'm talking, like I said, 0.01% maybe.
Yeah, but a percentage of up from that. Yeah. And hey, Warner Brothers put out Weapons. Fantastic movie. They did.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they bought the screenplay.
Well, yeah. And
They-
Jordan
they-
Peele. And Jordan
they
Peele. More
won the
importantly,
bid,
Jordan
dude.
Peele
They
did
won the
not
bid.
win
Yeah.
the bid. Okay.
They won the bid.
Because it would have just been black people versus white people.
Yes. I mean, that's what it would have been. It would have been. We know that the main characters would have been black, and the villain woman, of course, would have stayed white.
So
The
Hollywood is shook right now. This is shockwaves throughout the industry that this is happening. This is not good for their industry. This is going to 100% mean fewer jobs. Where our Paramount is set to lay off a ton of people because when two companies merge, there's redundancies and all those jobs go away. And there's no union that can protect you from that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well.
Dude, how do you think DC Comics are going to be
That's a
looking
good
at
question too. That's a good question too. How you've let I mean, by all accounts, nice guy, but bad president, horrible publisher for DC, Jim Lee. How long do you let him go along basically being an IP holder under the impression that they make any kind of money whatsoever? And they've actually been publishing wise, they've been completely destroying Marvel. But it's not good. Again, they're the tallest midget. Comic stars are still closing, like by an alarming rate. And it's because they can't, there was a time as I put up a picture recently of my shop. My store sales. I sold toys. I did because I liked toys. But toys aren't great business. There's not the margins on it suck. But I sold collectible toys basically so I could buy collections and resell them and get better margins. But that was still a small percentage of my store. My store survived almost entirely on comic books. And you can't have a comic shop like that anymore.
No. No, not at all. No, it needs to be propped up by manga, tabletop, collectibles, Funkos, clothing, geek clothing, all kinds. But yeah, you couldn't sustain a brand new comic shop only
on comic books alone.
You'd be done.
Especially new ones, you'd be toast. But back issue market has even fallen a little bit now, which is great because it's a buyer's market.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, fucking fantastic.
But
I don't know if it comes back. I
mean, how can it come back when you haven't developed an audience?
When you haven't developed an audience and you're aging out.
Yeah. You're aging out your main audience and you're not developing a new one.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you get back from there? You don't.
You don't. God, I put up like the one picture I have left as and it went around the whole store, but I don't have I randomly found an old Flickr account we had, right?
Flickr
account, and it's got some rad pictures on there of me and Ray Stevenson and stuff, but it's got one picture on my wall where I put I displayed Amazing Fantasy 15 through Spider-Man 400, and then I eventually extended that to 600. It went around my entire store, so I had these high ceilings where you couldn't reach them, right? But I had the entire run in order displayed in my store, and it didn't get robbed.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about 14?
What about 14? What?
Amazing Fantasy.
No, I didn't have Amazing Fantasy 14. I have 15.
What about 13?
Which is just part of Spider-Man story. Whole thing is in the Spider-Man book. Flickr Bean Perry, very funny. Dude, the Flickr, it was great going over that. There's like 300 pictures in there that I haven't seen in years, so I'm flipping through it. It's like our free book day event, and Ray Stevenson was like yucking it up with the fans. Like, that was kind of sad.
R.I.P. Ray Stevenson.
Yeah, R.I.P. But yeah.
We spoke about the boys briefly earlier in relation to something else. Have any of you seen Gen V?
No. I saw the trailer and went, wow, that looks like woke garbage.
Yeah.
I probably should have reviewed it.
I mean, that was pretty much my reaction. I saw it and I thought, oh, this looks insufferable. Absolutely insufferable. And so, no. And then it's got either just had, or it's just been, or it's in the process of showing season 2. The Boys spin-off, of course. One of the actors was killed off in the show because they died in real life.
They died in real life, yeah, I remember that.
Killed in a motorcycle accident. And Eric Kripke has come out and said, the only way we're going to get a season 3 is if you watch it.
Nobody wants to watch a boys series with that looks like a DEI SJW fucking faculty department at your local urban public school as superheroes,
where one of the characters is now in universe lore more powerful than Homelander.
It's the black woman, right?
Yeah,
of course, it's the black. We have to make the black woman more powerful because white men and stuff, you know.
Oh my God, see,
and it's a joke when you read the fucking Boys comic book, which is definitely a commentary and a parody.
Well, it's become it's become a parody of itself. That's just the problem.
The fact that Amazon owns it is kind of funny. It's kind of funny if you think about it. It's like this commentary on capitalism and is owned by Amazon.
But all the fucking these major corporations who need capitalism to survive in order to continue keep poo-pooing capitalism. Well, as if it's some great evil.
It's way more a commentary, at least in my eyes, of corporatism, military industrial complex, and celebrity.
Get low, brother. Shout out. Yeah, but to me, it shows the retardation of corporation more than anything. Yes, we need en masse people to watch, go to cinemas, etc. to survive. Let's put them off. Let's divide them. Let's get on everything that they like.
I said it earlier. They turned. I like the comic book series. For one, I love that there's a video out there that says that the show is so much better than the comic.
Do you think they even read all the comics?
It is it is in my wheel. I'm waiting for the show to finish, and I will do a fucking response to that. I will absolutely do a response to that video. And we just got to wait for the show to finish. And what the show has become, I said it earlier, is it's the Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel of superhero shows. Fucking Trump. What a dick. Orange Man bad.
So let me just oh, no way. Is he?
He's bad.
Oh my God. That's a bad thing then. We should probably poo-poo him. This is a quote from Eric Kripke. We have a plan for Gen V season 3, and we're psyched about it. But we need enough viewers to watch season 2 to justify season 3. Now's the time that they're paying attention to the numbers. So don't watch even a year from now. Turn on Prime and watch it now. If enough people watch, then we'll get a season 3.
Hey,
Same applies to Vought Rising season 1. We have plans for a season 2 if we can. there's been nothing but supportive, and they're giving us those opportunities. But it's a business, and we also have to deliver. So hopefully the audience.
When was the last
goes
time they
up.
delivered a boys series? Was it last year, Muller? 2 years ago? I can't remember.
Season
4?
4.
Last year, I think.
When was season 4? It came and
I would've-
went so fast.
Yeah, I don't remember. I
don't
definitely
either.
didn't fucking watch. I think
I
it was
think
last
it
year.
was
That's probably right.
2024. I think season 4 is 2024.
It had the controversy with Huey getting
Yes,
raped.
it's 2024.
Yes.
That's
the
all I
only thing
remember.
Hang on.
They killed off his dad, and then they did that the next episode, which
I have a
pissed
prop
everyone off.
for this segment. Hang on.
Okay.
Gotta get out of my bathroom.
Hang on, sorry.
Our punishment must be more severe. I didn't even know they were doing a Vault Rising. I know there was plans for The Boys Mexico.
You could tell me they had 3 seasons of The Boys Mexico by now, and I'd be like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. Like, I don't. It's so passes me by all this shit with The Boys.
Vault Rising is the upcoming prequel that takes place decades before the event. I fucking hate this shit.
Yes.
Hate it.
I'm just waiting for this to pop up again, Muller, because it's my favorite. You know what I'm talking about there's a character who flips, right, and joins like Homelander's side in later seasons. And everybody was hitting me with, this is you. This is you.
Wow.
This is you. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm in the comic book, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, you're in the comic book.
I am in this is the original art from the comic book of the Boys comic book that I am in. 3 times, by the way. So it's not me. But I'm ready for my cameo.
I'm literally in the comic, but not that character.
Not that character.
Oh my goodness me. And because this is the last season of The Boys. Season 5. That's it.
And then are they really doing The Boys Mexico? They are really doing The Boys.
I have no fucking idea. Vault Rising and Gen V.
I think the ratings for the last 2 seasons have brought them down to earth, and they were, during the peak. If you're a good businessman, you're doing a successful series, and you should pitch spinoffs, job security, right? But they did that during its peak, and now like Amazon's like, yeah, this time is the culture. For one, the culture has shifted, and a very one-sided show is not going to be that appealing, especially when it gets like just roasted by things like fucking Reacher that don't cost them anything. Reacher's a relatively cheap show to make, and it's like their number 1 show by far.
I'm trying to find out what the budget is for Reacher.
It's not 10 million an episode.
The Reacher TV series, season 1 was reported to be around 10 million an episode.
Ooh, wow.
And season 2, 14 million an episode.
Actually, more expensive than I thought it was.
Damn.
It's not $1 billion.
Now answer me this. How much per episode did the Acolyte clock in at?
Is it more than Witcher Blood Origin?
Oh no, I don't know. I think Witcher Blood. No, maybe not.
Witcher Blood Origin clocked in at almost 30 million an episode.
Yeah. It's like 26,
which is
26 point something in an episode.
Pretty fucking close to Rings of Power.
And the Acolyte clocked in at what? 22, about 22 million an episode.
Yep.
Fucking hell. Unbelievable.
What's the budget of Clarkson's farm?
Well, 90% of it will probably be Jeremy.
I know.
I'll see if there is one. Clarkson.
Okay, it says 160 million for 3 seasons. That's a lot. The budget for Clarkson's Farm is not publicly available for entire production, but the show has received significant investment from Amazon. As reported, 160 million for 3 seasons. That's
right.
a
And
lot.
how much of that is going to go to Clarkson?
100 million.
Yeah, I would. That's what my guess would have been, about 100 mil.
Realistically, I think
it's
it's 50. I think it's 50.
okay.
I think 50 goes.
I would have guessed 100. Unironically, I would have guessed 100 of that 160 was probably going to
I'd pay fucking $1 billion for Clarkson's Farm, and it's worth every penny.
I can't wait till they get around to watching it.
But that's 160 million for 3 seasons versus $1 billion for 1 season of Rings of Power. And in its home country, it not only beat it, it fucking slaughtered it in ratings.
Oh yes,
slaughtered it.
Yes,
and it does something that, you know, Rings of Power is supposed to be evergreen. Believe it or not, it's supposed to be rewatched over and over and over and over. No. Clarkson's Farm is evergreen. You can watch it even when they talk about COVID, it doesn't matter. You can watch that shit over and over. I know I do it all the time.
We watch the Grand Tours probably all the time. I mean, we've watched some together off camera and whatnot, but I guarantee that we all turn on an episode of the Grand Tour every now and again.
I do 2 or 3 times a week. And I have it on as background stuff here in my office. I have a couple screens going on the background. And well, okay, what's your favorite Grand Tour special? It's tough.
It is tough because they were. I mean, that finale was just
Survival of the Fat. The finale was great. Survival of the Fattest is pretty fucking good. The Mongolia one.
The Mongolian one's
that's pretty fucking good. I really like a Scandi flick. I think that one's the one where that one's fun.
There were skits in there. There were skits going on in the Scandi flick. Yeah,
which is the one where they get to basically completely choose their own car, and then they have to travel really far. It's one of the later Grand Tours, and I think like they have to go. I forget where they're going, but it's like a pretty tough terrain, and the strategies don't work out great for. I can't remember if it's all.
Oh, that's the Mauritania one, right?
Is it?
That's the second to last one. Is it desert terrain they're in?
I just remember them going down like a really muddy road, and then it started getting like lots of pools of water, and I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's not Mauritania.
Hammond's car gets like fucked by it.
Oof.
Colombia. The Colombia special is pretty fucking good, and they try to avoid saying cocaine throughout the entire special. So they're like, if only this country could export something. I can't think of it, you know, and then maybe cultivate it and export it to. The Madagascar one, there's a muddy. That's the one you're talking about. So that's a massive, a massive hunt. That's called a massive hunt.
Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite special just in general with the boys, Top Gear or the Grand Tour? Because I just absolutely love the Vietnam special.
The Vietnam special.
You do that again.
I know.
That and like the Africa Christmas special they did in 2015 was pretty fucking good. Argentina was good too until the end when they got assaulted. Still a little prickly about those Falkland Islands.
A little bit.
I think it's widely considered.
I got nothing but love for Argentina at the minute, though.
The Top Gear Vietnam special is considered by many the best.
It's just I love that special so much. Always stayed with me. Always, we'll always have Vietnam.
That's what we always say in America.
I was gonna say, but not saying that around any veterans, you know. Like, wait, what?
The Nam. Charlie's in the trees.
Yeah, let's just stick with Charlie and not anything else.
Hey, Vietnam's doing good now, breaking away from China, being capitalist and
China.
Let's
jump into some super duperies. Cara Frey Kitty with a £5 says, hello, I'm about to play Bloodborne. Any advice for a Souls noob who's only played Lies of P before? Also, is Spawn worth a read? Thanks.
You should be fine if you played Lies of P. Bloodborne and Lies of P are similar, or there's DNA they share, so you should be all right. Just take it, you know, at the speed you prefer, and let your mind be a sponge for information.
And you can pick up. I haven't read a lot of Spawn, but you can pick up Spawn for like even the issues for cheap because they were so mass printed back in the day.
Yeah, the only ones that were rare were the ones they skipped. So they remember they skipped. I think it was correct me if I'm wrong, chat. It's issues 18 and 19. So they went from 17 to 20, and 18 and 19 came out later.
Okay,
because of some arts and rights issues. Spawn is good because in the beginning he has a countdown. Like there's a countdown clock on his time.
Yeah, the more he uses power,
it was good.
He gets closer to damnation the more he uses his powers.
Art is fantastic. Storytelling's okay. I think
Greg Capullo doing Spawn art. Holy shit, man!
When he took over, it was McFarlane doing it at first.
At first, and then Capullo came in. Yeah,
dude, I just got from Arrow Video. I got the 4K of the movie. Did you know there's a director's cut of the Spawn movie?
No,
there is.
I'd watch that.
So there's a 4K director's cut and theatrical cut that I'm going to see. It's okay. I like the idea of Spawn. I think it's cool. I got all the figures and stuff, but I mean, if you want to talk about storytelling, not the greatest comic ever written. I'm not going to say that.
That's fair. Blank Face with a 700 Zargon says, Soma Kickstarter has started, so go pledge today and be a Nintendo cuck for frictional games. Okay.
That's the way to put it. There's a Kickstarter for a physical version of Soma. It's for the Switch. But you get an art book, a CD. It's just a game that came out in 2015 that doesn't get as much appreciation as I probably would prefer. And there's a chance to get it on physical copy if you wanted. That's all.
There you go. Awesome.
Andrew McCarthy with a $5 says, can someone explain numbers like what constitutes the movie as a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 4 out of 10?
No.
Your own objectivity.
Yeah,
Andrew, is the answer to that. Your own objectivity.
There are some who say that a 10 out of 10 doesn't exist. I would say it's the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So there you go. There's some like Lawrence of Arabia, 10 out of 10.
Ipu Manuchibi with the $5 says, happy 26th One Piece animation anniversary to the one of the greatest lore and world bending shows of all time. If it ends well, strong contender for best show. Yeah, 26-year anniversary. Was it yesterday?
Yesterday.
Or today? Is it yesterday? Yeah.
Yesterday.
Crazy. And now there's like 1,000 fucking episodes or whatever it is. Holy shit, man. Andrew McCarty again with a $20 says, Mauler, you love Halloween, but skip the ultimate tale. One Piece's Thriller Bark. Skeleton Bros, Ghost Girls, Invisible Dudes with shadow controlling man zombie armies need a reactor. Luffy with a zombie. Next Halloween EFAP minis. Rate this 10 out of 10.
There's just so many different Halloween things you got to do every Halloween. We can't even cram them all in, you know. We're falling behind all the time. We do what we can. This year, apparently, we did Child's Play, which is a choice.
Oh,
that's a choice.
Empire Strikes Back's 10 out of 10.
Yes, it is. I watched The Wolfman last night.
New one?
Back to the Future is a 10 out of 10.
The Universal Classic, released in 1941 with Lon Chaney Jr. And hour long, dude. Hour fucking long. And it's everything about it is cool. The style. It was back in the days where the hysterical women would be left behind and all the dudes would smoke cigarettes in a room and discuss what they're going to do. And we used to be a proper country.
Hunter Dvorak with a $5 says, what's the best zombie movie and why is it Return of the Living Dead? Send more paramedics. Also, what's going to be the EFAP Halloween special review?
Well, it's going to be a little surprise. You could probably guess it, but it's a little surprise.
It's a little surprise. Best zombie movie ever. I love Dawn of the Dead. I just love Dawn of the Dead. I think it's just Such
original?
a classic. Yeah, the original. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's such an absolute classic.
I'm gonna pick Shaun of the Dead. I love that movie.
Shaun of the Dead and Return of the Living Dead. Both of them are comedy. Both comedies, by the way. Both satirical comedies are the best zombie movies. I mean, like George Romero is the king and everything, but I love Return of the Living Dead.
Slack Attack with a $5 says, do you think people expect modern movie flops to bounce back in streaming as if we're still living in the days of video rental, i.e. Austin Powers? I think there's some truth in that, yeah.
Well, if it's a relative, like the people who did see it say it was good, right? Like Austin Powers, even The Matrix, like it did well in the theaters, don't get me wrong, but it went to the stratosphere in DVD. Like the stratosphere. So I think that'll still happen. Just depends on the movie. It won't. Okay, it's not going to be James Gunn's Superman. It's not going to be Tron Ares. It's not going to be any of the Marvel movies that came out this year. It's just not.
No, I think I mean, just by the looks of the Superman VOD and also its position on HBO Max, it's I don't think it's going to perform great in that secondary market. I don't think it's going to perform great at all.
Well, the secondary market also, sorry to interrupt, is so saturated now. It makes it that much harder for it to happen. I think it's more likely that like a streaming movie will be considered something that was.
But you could have more fun playing a video game. You could have more fun than playing a video game than watching that. Putting your money towards that. Blank face with a 300. Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, I just think there's a movie that doesn't get into the theater that like people will like Extraction. People like Extraction. I'm not going to say it's high art.
Fine. They're not. Yeah, they're fine.
But
7 out of 10.
Yeah,
I think 7 out of 10.
But I think the chances of it, like there being a movie that like rises, that flopped in the theaters, a lot harder to do.
The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing's a 10 out of 10.
Yes, it is.
Oh my god, yeah.
Sorry, when they come into my head, they're going out there. Yeah.
Yep.
Blank face of the 350 Zargons. Nizar 2, the highest grossing animated movie ever, and currently highest grossing movie of the year, is genuinely worth checking out. Beautiful animation, fleshed out, fantastical world, amazing character writing, and phenomenal action scenes. There you go. Ipuman with a $10 says, kind of weird that the long man isn't watching the long show. When's that happening, Mona? Would any of you consider watching the OP remake when it finally drops? It'll be toward the comic pacing.
I'm just not that interested in One Piece. I'm sorry.
The OP One Piece, yeah. I'm not. I am not feeling very good about season 2 of One Piece.
Yes. Well, it's a Netflix season 2, so I think that's probably
with the showrunners gone from season 1.
Both showrunners gone.
Yeah. It's not filling me full of confidence. Blank face,
nervous breakdown or something.
Particularly after some of the casting, he went full Netflix casting for season 2. Blank face with a 35 Zargon says, shout out to Metal Commander makeshift campaign. If it gets to 400 sales, Mootle would be forced to play for Spoken.
That's true. He's agreed that if it reaches 400, he will put himself through the full game, which could be quite funny from what I imagine.
Perfect Blue's a 10 out of 10.
What is
Perfect Blue? It's an animated Japanese animated movie.
Oh, okay.
It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Akira, 10 out of 10. Hunter Dvorak with a $10 says, there are 3 mandatory things you must do for Halloween season 1. For Halloween season 1, watch the Thriller music video. 2, watch the Alice Cooper episode of The Muppet Show. I remember that. 3, listen to Christopher Lee read The Raven. It's funny because I was actually watching an interview with Vincent Price about the Thriller video.
Yeah.
And it was amazing because he talked about how Michael Jackson sent him this like image of Thriller, and it had the gold discs for reaching 350 million sales. And then Vincent just went, and I got none of it. And it was hilarious. Vincent Price was a fucking bona fide leg.
Absolutely. What's missing from that list is Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
Oh, yes, please. Liam Khan with a 5 Canadian says, good news, Gary. Terrence Winter will return as head writer for Tulsa King season 4.
Oh, he is? He's coming back? He probably had some other stuff to actually season 3 picking up.
Okay.
Picking up. I'm
You
digging it.
me.
No, Robert Patrick versus Sylvester Stallone is good.
By the way, so with Stranger Things, they said they weren't going to be putting the finale in theaters because it was born on streaming, and by God, that is its platform, and it will be a streamed show. And they recently just announced it will be going to theaters.
When?
And, they've said the conversation evolved regarding whether or not it should be in theaters.
So what's the date?
So, from what I can tell, it's I think like end of December, like right at the end. Like either I'm seeing different people say Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve. I haven't got it yet.
So they're not they're just gonna do the finale, the end of the finale. So they're not gonna do like the whole thing because it's in 3 parts, right? So,
well, does that yeah? Well, maybe the last part will be didn't they say the last one is like over 2 hours or something? So that would be something they can put in theaters, obviously. That's insane, by the way.
Yep.
Oh, December 25th is when the final 4 come out.
Christmas Day.
All right. Well, there you go.
Want to go on Christmas Day? Want to go to cinema and watch horror?
Why Christmas? Why?
Day after tomorrow, Frankenstein is in Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein's hitting theaters.
In America,
it's not hitting it over there. That's gay.
I'm gonna have a look, but I
got my tickets. I got my tickets.
I'm having a look.
What is your favorite post 2010 horror movie? You keep looking. I'm going to read your super chat. What is your favorite post 2010 horror movie? My top 3 are Train to Busan. That's up there for me. The Vivitch and Late Night with the Devil. Late Night with the Devil's pretty fucking good. Cool. Post 2010. Weapons. Train to Busan, Weapons, and I'd have to think about it.
Yeah.
Looks like Friday for us.
So it's this Friday.
Friday.
So at least you're getting
it. But I need to check the time. When's it on Netflix?
November 7th.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Not sure if I'm going to be able to grab that time. I'll have to see. Boom. For the Emperor with a membership for 19 months even. More of the Chucky arc has been hilarious.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Piston with a €2 says, which dog has more trauma, Dave Filoni's versus Hassan's? I think they should just be in therapy together. The Quiet Lion with a $5 says, as new video just dropped, taking down Hassan in spectacular fashion. Brilliantly done, sir. Do yourself a favor and check it out. Yes, there is a new video up on my channel going through Hassan's absolute meltdown at daring to receive criticism for abusing his dog after lying multiple times.
And then people sweeping for him, man.
Oh, sweeping away, man. Terry Masters with a $5 says, saw the trailer for Begonia and didn't realize Gary and Garrett had a biopic coming out. Also, let's go Blue Jays. Screw the Dodgers. Bubba Doom has been a member for 18. Thank you, Bubba Doom. Cuban 922 with the $5 says, Gary, saw the Unsub Boys live in Orlando. Great show. You got to get those Brits bongs on with them, and went to Moe's Bar to get beers for Mauler and Fringy.
Awesome. Yeah. We want to do a live show someday. Yes, we do.
Ministry of Wrong Think with the $5 says Disney Plus was completely down yesterday. Fives and
yes, it was.
Tens of people's affected.
Yes, it was. I forgot what they're called, but the Amazon servers went down, and it shows you how much Amazon controls the internet.
Yeah.
Like half the fucking internet went down.
Yeah. Arthur McCaulin with the £10 says, Gary, have you heard of the comic Whatever Happened to the Crimson Justice? There's a character in it who looks a lot like you, and the hero looks a lot like Anthony Hopkins.
I gotta look.
Cape Gabe with the $5 is the best part of the Louvre break-in was it happened while they were celebrating their hire of a woman security chief on the web.
No.
On the web.
On the World Wide Web.
When did it come out?
Andrew McCarty with a $5 says, someone artistic, draw the meme of these three doing the One Piece Frankie pose while X-Ray Girl staring like, why am I here? Google Frankie dance. It's peak. I'll take your word for it. Snacks with a $5 says, ask this on Fuck My Life. Do you think Epstein said the N-word, or that's where he drew the line? Jim with a €5 says, fun Mauler quote. I wish Theo were
Epstein
here.
might have been a lot of things, but he wasn't a racist.
At least he believed in something.
He was an anti-racist.
So there's just more not to like about him. Gotcha. Okay.
That's just a
Jim with
Norm Macdonald quote, right? Like the worst thing about Epstein was the hypocrisy.
Yeah. Jim with a €5 says, fun Mauler quote. I wish Theo were here. He'd off himself. Reckon the animal shock collar thing will have a lasting effect?
I do. Even if it's muted, I do think it'll have an effect.
As far as like,
it will be what he's known for.
It's his legacy. He's
Yeah.
like, that's his legacy. You pointed out in your video as you don't get to choose your legacy. Life does that for you. Cenk Uygur, no matter what, people will call him a horse fucker.
Yeah.
And this will be, Hassan will be the dog shocker.
Yeah. And I'll be the pronoun guy.
Yep.
You know, so that's what we get. So yeah, having his name associated with animal abuse, bueno. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Darth Cactus with a $5 says, so you're saying I shouldn't try and kiss Gary at the meetup? Noted. Mexi Rage with a $5 says, Dan Clancy says,
nobody that.
Some of you may get assaulted, but that's a risk I'm willing to make. Also, from the fence to the tree, Kaya will be free. ALO.
That's a Shrek reference, that quote.
Some
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice.
I'm willing to make. Yes. Phil Mitchell is fist with a $20 says, tar for being our new media. This occurrence is a travesty and a miracle that nothing worse happened. Hail the fellowship doing the Lord's work. Thank you. Solid Rock with a 10 Canadian says, don't block me for asking. I honestly don't know what the fuck. On your Sunday stream, you got a super about microwaving water with Earl's Grey tea. You said, ban him. Never want to see him again. What was that about? You fucking know.
Okay.
Did you see that profile picture as?
What the fuck? What the? Not another name with it. See, I was more annoyed about the fucking microwave tea that I didn't see the guy jerking the other guy off.
I think he was just grabbing to grab some leverage. That's all. That's all. Non-sexual.
But really,
you know?
though. But really, though. But
Nah, it's Their door handle.
Not another name with a $10 says TwitchCon was a mess. The staff stole a bunch of fan gifts to the VTubers, ended meet and greets early, and lied to fans that the streamers did, and more. The whole thing's a fucking shit show.
It sounds like a fucking streamer convention.
Well, you would say like shut it down, but you're just like, but then they'll all fucking come here.
I know.
They'll on YouTube are wankers.
Okay, so what are their options? Rumble and Kick, and they're not going to want to go to Rumble like at all. And Kick doesn't want them around. So, or Kick will just fucking roast them. Other people on Kick will just roast them all day. Casino's like, bring them on.
Feed them, yeah.
Yeah.
Feed them content. Davy Jones with a $2 says, hi, Mooblington, please get nuts on EFAP more often.
Sorry. We will, yes, she'll be on more for sure at some point.
Carl Hauser with a 20 Canadian says, hi, Asmauler and Gary. As someone that does professional security, I think.
Okay.
All I see is failures, as did you see the Machine Wars Optimus Prime I got. Was so lucky to get one sealed and getting a G2 Generation 2 Megatron and Prime sealed. I tagged you. I think I saw it. Yeah. It's good haul, dude. It's good haulage. It's good haulage. Reno the Turk with a $5 says, my brother in Christ is reigning honorable man. Seen it like 20 times. Filet mignon is of a joke. Somehow now I feel Wolf will be looking up. Foundation with a 12 euro, says, hi, Morley, or hey, Morley, been wanting to get a physical version of Buffy and Angel, but not sure which version to get because use of the shitty remaster. What would you recommend?
There aren't even physical versions of the shitty remaster, so you got nothing to worry about on that front. There's
the DVD set.
It's the DVDs, yeah. I think there are there multiple releases. There's like a widescreen version, even in DVD form, I'm pretty sure, but I would always recommend the original format.
4x3. There is a Buffy, if you're in America, which you're not, but I think you still order it. There's a Buffy box set that's
red, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
red.
I got that.
Yeah.
I got the Angel one too. It's like a blue box.
It's a blue box.
So those, I think, are the ones you want for the physical collection. And then, just when it comes to Buffy, seasons 1 through 7, 4x3. That's what you want.
Yep.
Angel, seasons 1 through 4 is 4x3, I think. And then season 5 is HD. Like, season 5 looks fucking gorgeous. And it's so weird to go from Buffy season 1 through the series to the end, because Angel could release today, season 5's HD, and you wouldn't really bat an eye, especially with all the physical shit they do in it.
Not another name with a $10 says they also docked several VTubers, and of course,
Dan
Clancy went to Taylor Lorenz to get the Twitch story out. Of course, that fucking Fruit Loop. Darrick's with a 140 Zargon says George R.R. Martin can't finish the books because he doesn't know how to make the ending work. Bran ends up as king. Really, they couldn't do it in the show, and he can't do it in the books. Probably.
Well, I mean, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Bran does end up as king. That's being set up, and what held George up is he has a hard time writing children because he doesn't spend any time around them, and he doesn't have any.
Just behaves like one.
Yep.
Ministry of Wrong Thing with a $20 says her favorite personal security guard got a lifetime ban last year for holding somebody until the police arrived. Yes. That's why they only pushed him. Protect people equals lifetime ban. SA women equals 30-day suspension. Yeah. Fucking loon. Absolute. It's a joke. Fucking Twitch is a joke.
Yeah.
Sluicer 18 with a $10 says, I haven't seen a single superhero movie or TV show that has been released this year. I never thought that I'd be tired of that genre. Thanks for being more entertaining than them, gents. Good day. If I did do this for a living, I would absolutely be in the same boat as you. Actually, no, because I probably would have seen Superman because it's Superman. But then I would have come out really annoyed and disappointed and wish I hadn't seen it. Nice. Heavy metal.
Heavy metal's back.
Yeah,
Heavy
baby.
metal's back, baby.
Mechanism Studios with a $2 says, is it worth going to MegaCon in March?
Yes.
There you go. Chris from Michigan with a $2. Mona doesn't make videos. He makes mini series.
It is funny because this next one is, if I split it into singular parts at a 45-minute mark each. I don't even want to speculate on how many episodes you have with that, but yeah, you know, a lot.
Josh Kelsey slapping a 20 on the counter. Thank you, Josh, you beautiful man. Nino Wesley with a $20 says, I loved the Last of Us game. Episode 3 is my least favorite, but others disagree. I posted my opinion on YouTube and welcome criticism. Thank you for the inspiration. Nino Wesley, why the Last of Us TV show ruined Bill's story? I think episode 3 was terrible, and I gave up on season 1. The video game is fantastic, first video game, and the second one is absolute garbage. But yeah, Bill had a good story in the Last of Us video game, and they ruined it so they could put out that episode 3. And they put out episode 3, and I've stood by this, and it's absolutely true. They put it out in the manner that they put it out, in a self-contained, completely separate way, because they were award hunting for that episode, and it worked.
I can believe that. I still don't think it's terrible though. Like, it's still the conversation we had all those, is that years back now?
I think it is years back.
Years.
Yeah, at least a couple of 3 years. Yeah,
and it isn't very much of a faithful adaptation. So I
what
get
is going on?
saying the angle of ruining the game story. But by the way, like Last of Us, the game, I like the story more than I like the mechanics. I don't even know if you agree with that or not.
No, I tell you, I think the mechanics are very janky for the Last of Us games, but the story is phenomenal, and the characters are phenomenal.
Yeah, because like the show adaptation is there's plenty of things that are out of place. The game definitely wins. It's not even like a contest really overall, especially like it was never going to be able to win with their stupid decision to cram so much of story into one season anyway. You don't get to see a lot of what the major development between Joel and Ellie was throughout the game. It lasts way longer, and there's the benefit, like we talked about this, playing with them, having standard flavor dialogue, so to speak, right, of just interaction. It's going to bind you to them even more, just moving through a level and having them interact and help each other and stuff. In the show, it goes real fast. Having a whole episode where they didn't even really get to be a part of it, other than like the end of it, I think that's also a pretty big mistake. And the thing is, my investment in talking about it is pretty dead as well, because they've decided it's kind of the same with Arcane. They've just destroyed it. The idea of making a season 3 is so hilarious to me at this point.
That's so fun. I want to see them burn money. What about casting a Potato as Ellie?
Oh, it's terrible casting. Absolutely terrible casting for Ellie. Terrible. That was like such a huge. I mean, to be honest with you, Pedro Pascal as Joel, I'm not keen with either.
That wasn't good either.
There you go.
Oh, quick side note.
Sorry,
Mahler. I've gone back and like independently watched a couple of Game of Thrones episodes after doing the George R. Martin thing. So I went back and watched Hard Home. Fucking love it. That was the promise of what never got. Love that episode.
Hard Home nearly got me back in because I was booted out by the end of season 4 and a lot of season 5. But Hard Home is like the penultimate episode, is it? Episode 8 of season 5?
Yeah, penultimate episode.
And I remember where I was when I was watching it, because I was just like, it's another random episode, because I wasn't paying attention to what they were sort of doing at that point. I was just watching. I didn't think I was watching as they came out. I was just watching it to catch up. And then when they started, like, you know, that you have to close the gate, the army's coming, all the atmosphere, I was like, wait a minute. What are we doing here? What's like this feels,
it was fucking awesome.
The shot of the walkers on the cliff and
coming down, and like the music, the directing, everything about it, the fucking head with the arrow sticking out of it, looking around, coming through the gate.
I remember saying at the time, how is it the one episode of Game of Thrones is doing zombies better than everything Walking Dead's doing?
Yep.
And it's crazy to look back on,
and that was supposed to happen to all of Westeros, or at least half, but it made it to the porch of Winterfell. A little disappointing.
No,
but then I watched
it all so hard.
I watched another episode, and I'll be quick about this. The King of the North one. The King of the North, and it's fucking Ellie. It's Potato Face
Oh, he's almost
talking
6, right?
all of the lords into like being, and I'm watching that at the time, and I'm like, oh, look at this cute little girl. I'm watching it with 2025 eyes. I'm like, fuck this fucking shit.
Yeah. Time has a habit of
Well,
that.
don't worry.
Yeah.
They systematically took every single element of Game of Thrones and just destroyed it at one point or another, right? Like
They did.
I still can't get over that Varys and Littlefinger, basically like almost God and Satan's puppeteers of the whole world, both went out for being retards.
And that's the way Littlefinger went. Well, no, both of them was unforgivable.
Both of them.
Unforgivable.
They both went out like retards, and I think both
Yeah.
of the actors are probably fully aware that this is well below the characters. It's not like you need Littlefinger to win or anything. I would way prefer he's outsmarted by something more than just two little girls planning something retarded.
In the book, they're setting it up for him to get outsmarted by Sansa because he's in the Vale, basically teaching her the Game of Thrones, like being her mentor and showing her kind of how he does things. Because in the books, Littlefinger isn't like seen as evil. People like him for the most part.
Yeah,
At
that's
least
something I
in the
remember people saying
beginning,
they
yeah.
fucked up in the show because nobody likes him, which is like, wait, how is he manipulating everybody if nobody likes him?
No, they don't see him as a threat, and they generally see him as affable, right? And Sansa is now, she's basically his prisoner, but and he's also secretly in love with her because she looks like Kat. So he's teaching her everything, and they're setting it up to where she's gonna be the end of it.
That's what they wanted to do, right? They had the two Starks undo the man that ruined everything for them and their whole family in a way, but just the way it happens in the show is terrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
Sion Cleese, maybe, with a €10, says, remember, Demolition Man, the ultimate escalation available to the police in that movie was or else.
Yep.
Feels like we're heading that way. Yeah. Blank face with the 700 Sargons, just his penis.
Penis. All right.
Yeah, that was to do the fucking goal. That's like 30 pence. Fuck's sake. Peter Brady has become a member, Peter. Thank you very much indeed. Clint Beastwood with a $20 says TwitchCon this year was a nightmare. Girl gets assaulted. Guy takes another creator's booth. Several VTubers had their fan gifts stolen. And there was a video of people being allowed to walk in without being checked. Or their credentials not checking out and then just being let in. Did I skip yours without reading it? Not my mom. My bad. Sorry. And not my mom with a $20. It says, I find it funny that Robert Patrick and Frank Grillo were both in Peacemaker, the worst TV show of the year.
Yes.
As well as Tulsa King, which is the best. Coincidentally, I'm sure they both give better performances in Tulsa King.
They do.
Sorry, not my mom, dude.
I'm glad Robert Patrick's still doing stuff.
Yeah. Shakalaka King with a $2 has got my Darkwing Duck Volume 1 from Kickstarter today. There you go. Marek Stilinski with a €10 says the whole Hassan, the uncle yogurt of the bestiality quality Piker story is something no amount of gaslighting can be written in history of your lying eyes gouged out in front of everyone. Cenk, I would allow animal fucking Hugo. Super Nintendo with a $10 says, Gary, you mentioned a story last episode about Star Trek Legacy getting axed in favor of Star Trek Academy, but never told it. X-Ray Girl, remind Az to remind Mola to remind Gary to remind you to remind Gary to tell it.
Cliff notes. Star Trek Legacy was proposed by Terry Matalas after Star Trek Picard season 3. It was much more, it was much more popular. It had pretty much the entire fan base behind the possibility of it. Alex Kurtzman already had Star Trek Academy set up because it was going to be his Harry Potter in Star Trek. But he was, and then Star Trek Picard season 3 started winning a bunch of awards, so he felt pressured. So he gave Terry Matalas an offer that he knew he would refuse. He gave him like zero budget and said you had to shoot it somewhere like in Prague or something, some Eastern European place. And so none of the cast would want to go in there, and it was just so Kurtzman could say I offered it to him and he turned it down.
Yeah.
When everybody wanted Star Trek Legacy. I mean, everybody, but instead you got Star Trek Academy, and then you no longer have to wonder why a company like Paramount's $15 million in debt and had to sell to a Nepo baby.
Chris 1306 with the 70 Zargon says, Mauler, I demand a recount. Boogie should have swept on Saturday.
So we did the horror ultimate showdown. We had 64 contestants. The first round, I think it might have been the first round, second round. I'm curious what you guys will think. The setting is the Bates Motel.
Right.
Two people have been spawned in.
Okay.
It is Norman Bates with his getup and his knife against Boogie, who spawns in with his pistol.
Yeah.
Who wins?
Norman Bates knifes him to fucking death.
Gary, what do you think?
Norman Bates makes him his girlfriend, his new mom.
We discussed it, and broadly, we did agree that Boogie can't aim for shit, but if Norman gets close to him, then Boogie's obviously probably going to be able to nail. He's got 6 shots to work with, and if Norman comes at him just straight up, you know.
But there's Boogie's fired a shot, but like you have to think about willingness, toughness, mental capability, mindset.
I get you. I picture it as, think of Boogie. When he fires that gun, he will close his eyes, scrunch up his face, look away, and his arms will like go up defensively as he fires it. That's what I would picture him doing when he like shoots at someone.
Well, but Norman would be dressed as his mother, and
he would be,
Boogie
and
would probably think that he's getting lucky, and
you would have to get a kill shot, because even if Norman, who's got the killer mindset, even if he gets like shot in the arm.
Well, so the rules are they're both told there's an opponent in the area and you have to kill them. Your life depends on it, sort of thing.
I think Norman. I mean, Norman's not going to just walk up to him.
No, of course.
He's gonna fucking out.
Well, he's going to be dressed as his mom. He's all, would you shoot a little old lady?
Lady like me, would you shoot me? Well, actually, I don't think that would work on Boogie. I think he'd be more than happy to do that.
Okay.
Also, what could cinch this, and you have to consider this, there's such a thing called hard counters, right? Where, let's say you have a character in one universe that is a dream killer or something, and then another one is a person who can't sleep. And so you're like, oh, that's like a hard counter in a sense. In this case, Norman would really be able to get Boogie completely off guard in the shower, but Boogie doesn't shower.
No, he baths. He bathes.
He's much difficult to sneak up on him like that. One could consider that a hard counter if he's bathing with his gun. It's got to be
a big bath.
Yeah, but Boogie ain't going to be able to get out the bath quick enough to get the gun.
But Norman can't get to it without getting shot. By the way, this is what we discussed for 7 hours on the weekend. So if you guys want to see
that one.
Well, Boogie did. We did a vote. Boogie beat Norman. It was close. But
wow.
Well, we agreed it would be a close fight, but he would edge it out. He has a gun. It puts him at way more of an advantage.
Sounds like there was a 3 a.m. ballot dump.
That's I know people were outraged, but then Boogie had to fight. Oh, chat. What was round 2 for Boogie? I think. Oh, it was the Blob. He had to fight the Blob.
Oh my god. Blob action.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, you could call that a hard counter. The Blob is just Boogie, but better at doing its job.
Blaine's 100% real reviews with a $20 is part 1. I've often heard people, I think that's meant to be, people say the Lord of the Rings trilogy amongst the greatest films ever made. You can only imagine my disappointment when I saw how mid they are. It was on par with how much I disappoint my father. Something tells me these real reviews are not real reviews. Part 2, he would always repeatedly throw a basketball into my face and call me mid. Everything I did was mid. Why was I never good enough, father? Why did you always open every Thanksgiving speech with, I have no son?
Was he throwing the basketball at Blaine's head going, you going to cry, little baby? Baby going to cry? You going to cry, little baby?
Part 3 for $2. I rate Lord of the Rings 50 disappointed fathers out of 100.
Very well.
Steve with the $2. Thank you for that, because that cost you fucking $42, mate. So thank you very much. Steve with the $2 says, I heard Truth and Treason is 10 out of 10. Thoughts?
None.
Marksman at 117B with a $2 says Primitive War
Yes.
out on Amazon. Everyone
Yes.
should buy.
Yes, they should.
Okay, I'll go check it out now. It was worth the $42. Lee Kindler with a $5 says Brandon Routh, Henry Cavill, David Cornsweat, all good picks for Superman. Each got saddled with the wrong script and the wrong director. Crazy, eh?
Yep.
Though I wasn't mad about Brandon Routh's contact lenses. Because they wanted to turn his brown eyes blue. Emmanuel Cala with a €5 says, would be amazing to see as a guest on FNT Graham Lynham or Devin Erickson.
Yeah. Graham Linehan on FNT would be fucking
Oh,
awesome.
Linehan, not Lynham. Linehan, sorry. My bad. Ames 32 with a $2. His opinions on Warner Brothers getting ready to sell. We gave them to you.
We gave them
to you.
bad for Hollywood. I'm breaking out the popcorn.
Yeah. Helen M with a £10 says, my copy of Saints and Sinners finally arrived yesterday. Looking forward to reading it at the weekend. Oh, Helen, looking forward to your feedback, love.
Yeah.
LC Lapin with a $5 says to pile on the TwitchCon drama, multiple GOH something GOH streamer and streamers. GOH?
What's a GOH streamer?
What's a GOH? I'm straight.
What's 6'7"? I fucking know any of this shit.
What's a GOH? Can we get a GOH, please? Is it some weeb shit that I don't know about? Is it some fucking
Guest of honors?
Guest of honors. Multiple guest of honors and streamers in attendance reporting that staff threw out all gifts left by fans without their knowledge. Few people have said that now. Michael King with a $5 said, I'd like to see the country of Carbomia in the next Transformers movie.
That could be a Transformer.
Fucking hell.
That could be a Transformer.
Yeah.
It'd be,
We must roll out to Carbonia.
it'd be a Toyota truck.
Hey,
It'd be a Tacoma. Yeah.
Enrico Palazzo. Hey, it's Enrico Palazzo.
Oh,
With a $5 is Mauler. Having rewatched The Prisoner, do you happen to live and broadcast from The Village?
I could
He's
never
not seen
reveal.
it. I want to get Mauler to watch it.
I will at some point. I will.
Pyromorpheus with an 11
Hilux,
months.
you're right,
As
Jack.
James Gunn might be trying to share credit for Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. He's in the behind the scenes video on Steam. Battery.
Dude, he told them, like, plaster me everywhere. I'm really popular with the kids online.
Oh,
I'm
we
hip.
are sick of his fucking face. Sick of it. Grizz, and that's another massive negative, by the way, on the Gunverse is the fact that he's just spewed his face everywhere. Grizzly Con with a $20 is Mauler. I take big issue with Damien versus Dracula in Ultimate Showdown. Would Dracula be able to touch and handle the holy relics required to kill Damien? By the way, I love you all. Hail.
Well, even if he wasn't, he could definitely influence someone to do that. The thing is, Damien's not really got a way to kill Dracula. Yeah, I know you could say, like, well, there's conventional ways, like staking him in the heart or whatever, but like Damien, I just don't see how Damien's going to be able to sort that out before Dracula can sort out getting minions or someone to get the relics to kill Damien.
Doesn't Damien's have some sort of like almost like aura influential sort of power though?
Yeah.
I think because this was Platoon organized it, so he was picking certain eras when it comes to certain characters, and I think this was Damien before he had like full understanding of his power.
Right.
For Sam Neill.
Axel Foley with a 1 month says Schlurpoyak. Okay. Rated M with a $2 says, please watch Superpower Beatdown Wolverine Wonder Woman. I've seen it multiple times. Well, I've seen it. That's like 10 years, 20 years.
Logan, no.
Logan, no. Lazarus with a 5 Canadian says Soy Boy Hulk and is Soy Boy Hulk was and is offensive. Mark Ruffalo being there was offensive. Fat fuck Thor was extremely offensive.
Yes.
This is Endgame stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Axel Foley with the 2 Australians says Gary's Brie Larson fund. Banoffee pie crust. Love me some banoffee pie. Oh, delicious. The $10 says James Gunn doesn't look at SM like he's Superman, I guess, like he's Homelander. He looks at Superman the way Lex does. Superman, stoic, righteous, and virtue, exposes Gunn's degenerate insecurities, and so he has to try to knock Superman down a peg.
So that's how the degenerate look at the wholesome, at the virtuous. They think there's something deadlier behind it. That's why he absolutely sees Homelander. So that's how Lex sees him too. Like, oh, he's just putting up a front. This is actually a demon that's going to take over. So that's my point.
We have a channel that's clipped us this show, and it's one called Geeks Plus Gamers. Geeks Plus Gamers. Geeks Plus Gamers. The real BBC react to the Harry Potter audible casting of Sirius Black.
Off topic here for the audible Harry Potter casting.
Yes.
I share the screen.
I know.
Sirius Black.
Sirius Black is black.
Wait, really?
Yeah, everybody called this as a fucking joke, and they actually did it. His last name is Black, so he must be a black guy.
When I was buying Ultimate Spider-Man, and I was like, this is good stuff. And then they went, we're gonna make Black Cat black, and I'm just like,
Jesus fucking Christ!
Like,
and I know
all the fucking characters you wanted to fucking.
It's theater of the mind, but Jesus Christ, you're so fucking predictable. Why'd you leave out fucking Geeks Plus Gamers?
Self-referential. Lazarus was too Canadian.
That was quick. Well done.
Now we need Jeremy to react to us reacting to Geeks and
then we can react to Jeremy reacting to us, reacting to Geeks and Gamers clip of us.
Yeah, and then on FNT, we react to all of it on FNT.
Yes, individually. So each host gets to react to it.
Lazarus with a 2 Canadian. Well, Hugh Jackman has a divorce to pay for. Yeah. Sijin Dogs with a 5 Canadian says Gary as Mauler. Thanks for helping to promote the Robert E. Howard Foundation's fundraising efforts.
We're going to do that on FNT.
REH's legacy needs to be preserved.
So, the Robert E. Howard Foundation's museum, the house he grew up in here in Texas, needs financial aid. I don't know if any of the mods can put that in. Steph, you're there. If the link, put the link in the chat, and we will blast this out on FNT too. I think they're looking to raise $100,000, which is a lot, but every little bit helps save the legacy of one of the greatest fantasy authors, most influential fantasy authors who's ever lived. Robert E. Howard, creator of Conan, Solomon Kane, like it, and it's a piece of Texas history and American history.
Made sure wrong thing with the $2 says seriously black. No, serious black. Yeah. Stifler's dad with a $5 says Fury. I just got back from seeing The Smashing Machine. I think it's a movie you'd like. I want to see it. I actually want to see The Smashing Machine. I actually genuinely want to see it. JRL1436 with a $20 says hello, gentlemen. Honestly, I agree with Mauler about Davy Jones, Bill Nighy, and the soundtrack alone make it worth watching. Pirates 2 and 3. I know it has many problems, but he elevates it, and the dice scene is amazing.
His weird like body language that he employs for David Jones is so unique and adds so much to the character. I think that without a lot of us watching it, maybe took in at the time, because I hate to say it, but films were better. So like the bar was lower, and the bar was high. The bar for good was higher. So when good things come, it's almost less impressive. But I don't mean that in like they wouldn't appreciate it. It's just that everybody was enjoying movies a lot more. Everything was just chiller and happier, and just like, yeah, it's cool that we can go to the cinema and expect a good film. Isn't that insane? You could go to the cinema, not even have a film planned to see.
You're lying. You're lying.
And come out going, wow, that was good.
Talking shit.
BRB.
Dearest with a $2 says Leto was wearing a trans communist moo.
Is that what that was? Okay.
Okay. I thought it was just a coat, winter coat. Some cashmere jacket coat. I don't know. Some wrong shoe with a £2 says that's no moo, it's Buddhist ceremonial robes. Oh. Snacks with a €2 says end of line. TJ Jordan with a $5 says, with how they're race swapping Harry Potter characters, I wouldn't be surprised if they cast Tina Turner as McGonagall if she was still alive. They can dig up a corpse. Lazarus with a 5 Canadian says, I got old media on YouTube. I don't care anymore about Hollywood. We don't owe them anything. We don't owe them shit. Mr. Shenanigans with a $10 says, with all these recent objectively bad Disney flops, where Disney pushed their woke agenda and or otherwise messed up a otherwise great IP, will they ever learn their lesson? I said all the way through this, Disney is the company that will go down with this ship, and I stand by that. They're never going to learn. Disney won't. Others maybe. Disney won't.
No.
And I think from watching Gary's Tron Legacy review, by the way, Tron Ares, Tron Arse review, which you should go check out. They've learned nothing. It's just another insufferable girl boss bollocks. At the end, she was doing it for the right reasons, whatever bollocks, but bullshit, bollocks. Denmark Radar with a 20 Danish says, please start saying that Twitch belongs to Amazon. It does. I think a lot of people have been atting in Amazon as well, saying, are you happy with this sort of behavior?
Yeah. And that's the first time I've seen like a concerted effort to do that, is to loop in Amazon. But the thing is, I think, Twitch will fade away, I think, at some point, because of the way the ecosystem just is. It's so 1% on that, as far as I know. It's like you only hear about 5 or 6 streamers regularly who talk about each other most of the fucking time.
Yeah.
And they've gone full politics now. And, as much as people complain about Rumble, I mean, Twitch is no different on the other side, right? But at least Rumble will entertain other sides if they want to go over there.
I don't want to get into politics. The guy can barely put a fucking sentence together.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about streaming. It reveals character eventually, no matter what. Like it does. Cat put up a front for too long, and the people who were putting up a front for a long time end up like melting down at some point, because on any human level, when you're just being a fraud the whole fucking time, it's hard to keep that mask on for years. And there are many examples. Matt Jarbo is a good example.
Boogie. John Gets Gaming with a $2 says, anyone but MS, Microsoft, I guess, for those IP, please, they have too much. Super Mastermind with a $10 says, I hear Magic the Gathering game made a Spider-Man set and it flopped. Did they ask people what YouTubers had a bad view? Did they ask people what YouTubers had a bad view of the set? Why? I don't know. It's Wizards of the Coast. Fucking right.
Didn't ask me.
Yeah. Didn't ask me. No idea.
I'm kind of a Spider-Man fan. A little bit.
Yamada and 7 Witches with a 40. Is that yen? Or is that 40 yen? Or 40
That's yen. That is yen. Yeah, that's Yamada and the 7 Witches, a comic fan, has a lot of good questions about comics, wants to get involved.
Which comics can be considered classical literature?
Ooh. Many will say, many will disagree in the chat right now, but many will say it's Watchmen. It's actually taught in universities and stuff, but I'd say what Watchmen created was devastating to comics. And even Alan Moore has come out and said, like, listen, you weren't supposed to make everything the Watchmen.
I'd say the Dark Knight Rises. The Dark Knight Returns.
Dark Knight Returns.
Killing Joke.
I mean, there's a lot of artsy comics, graphic novels.
V for Vendetta.
But if you're talking about, like, which are you talking about specifically? Superhero comics?
I think there's some there.
I would
Yeah.
say it's not comics, but some of the shadow pulp is classic literature to me anyway.
I think
Pretty flash.
personally, when it comes to a comic as classical literature, I think Ultimatum by Jeff Loeb and David Finch would be the number one.
I mean, if you're going right back, if you're going right back, then you could say stuff like Buck Rogers.
Some are saying The Crow, Cerebus. Is it Persepolis? That's what a lot of people consider classic literature. That's a graphic novel. I don't, but Mouse, yes, people would consider Mouse. I'd have to give it some thought, but there is very much a lot of classical literature in comics. Yes. I mean, Roy Thomas's Conan, pretty fucking good. Frank Miller's Daredevil.
Yeah, I mean, year one is
Will Eisner. A lot of people love Will Eisner.
John Gets Gaming with a $5 says, in Ghost of Yotai, you'll never guess which of the bad guys that killed your
Prince
family
Valiant?
ends up redeemed. Hint, it's the one woman in the group. And apparently, if you get the bad ending of the game, then your character shacks up with her as a lesbian lover. Make it make sense. Beardo's
real quick, some bande dessinée, some Mobius,
Judge
Blueberry.
Dredd. Yeah, I just say Judge Dredd. Yeah,
like
2000
if we go past like superheroes, but yeah, some 2000 AD, some bande dessinée out there, which is fucking amazing, and so much of it is not translated, which is sad. But
Poison Owls.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
Mobius.
Beardo's pink is shirt for $10 says, I think it's best you respond to Pointless Hub's video about The Boys, not just after the show ends, but after all the spin-off shows are finished. Trust me, they'll absolutely be worth it. Ian Corrals with a $10 says, side question on comics. Do you have any recommendations on sci-fi, non-superhero comics, something similar to Star Trek, Buck Rogers, etc.? Also, no anime. Anime sucks. Sci-fi that's not superhero. You get the Dark Horse Star Wars stuff. You get the DC Star Trek stuff. You know, so you get that went for like 90 odd issues. Transformers. You get the Marvel's Transformers run. Boom.
Yeah, but like old school Buck Rogers and Flash Gordon, fucking great.
John Carter.
Great. Frank Miller's first comic book was a John Carter of Mars comic book, number 18.
Louis C with a $10 says, as a Mexican, I recommend that you take regular cartel footage and brand it as The Boys Mexico, just as violent. Nicholas Fox with the £5 says, I received my copy of Saints and Sinners today. Congrats all involved. It's great so far. Thank you, Nicholas. Shlomi Liner with a $10 says, hey, Mauler, I just finished playing God of War Ragnarok and it was awesome. I did it while I listened to your EFAP of it. Can you do one for Expedition 33? He's got to play it.
I'm afraid none of us have played it yet. On I said none of us, meaning the EFAP people. Who fuck you? Jesus.
Were you on this show and you went, us?
Yeah, because they reference in the Ragnarok EFAP, which you weren't on either.
Well,
God. Gary, why do you
played
hide
it? That's why I played it.
Which I want. I still think you'd like God of War.
There's some Mobius right there.
Did you play the 2018 one?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, dude, you should play Ragnarok. But anyway,
this shit's amazing.
It's kind of difficult when everyone involved just turns into a complete fucking cunt. It just kind of really puts you off the product.
Do you mean the Santa Monica or?
Well, Santa Monica. What's his name? I want to say, brain's going a bit dead. The
Valerian and Lorelei.
Original
still going on class.
Oh, he's one of the original creator of the what's his name? Jaffe.
Jaffe, yeah, David Jaffe.
I
know it's got nothing to do with it, but he's still it taints.
Dude, he's like a lolcow. The fucking
he is a lolcow.
Through different games.
Dude, he got fired from lolcow.
Yeah, guys in chat, I don't know if you know this. David Jaffe was hired on LolCow Live, and he got fired by Keemstar. That happened.
Who's David
For a
Jaffe?
non-insubstantial amount of time. It's
Sweet Baby Inc. involvement in the game. There's a lot of souring things to it.
Who's David Jaffe?
he helped. He's like
God of
massively
War
involved in the
creator.
original God of War,
Yeah.
which I love the original God of Wars. And no matter what he says, he's not
He was
gonna
really on Local Live, like for real.
he was a
Hired, yeah.
host.
He had a
He
show on
hosted. He
Local
worked
Live.
for
Yeah.
He did.
And then a guy came on the phone and started talking about Keemstar's girlfriend's vagina.
Oh man.
And David Jaffe was fully into the conversation.
Okay. Somebody
so
said
Keemstar-
Alyssa Mercante simp, and it clicked. I know who the guy is now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
So I don't know him from
Keemstar ended
fucking-
up firing him for that.
Holy shit. So he created God of War? David
He was the
Jaffe?
lead. He was the lead. Lead
And the
developer.
only thing I know him from is being an Alyssa Mercante simp. That's
Yeah.
pretty sad.
As someone's just corrected, it's even worse than what we've just said. He wasn't even on the show with Boogie and Wings and Keemstar. He was on one of their they have bonus
he's
shows.
on his own show. He had his own
But
show.
it cycles in, LolCow Live is the main show, and then they have these other shows that
It's
that he was a host.
24/7 lolcow now.
What the why? What's the appeal?
I don't know. I don't fucking watch it.
If people want to feel better about themselves, they just turn it on.
There are better ways, Gary.
There
Yeah,
are better
dude,
ways. Go to the
it-
gym.
it's-
I don't know.
Just
Go outside,
wank.
take
Have
a
a
walk.
wank.
Have a wank.
Matthew with the $5 says, any chance of a review of Send Help? Rachel McAdams plays a Mary Sue survivalist who survives a plane crash on an island. I died laughing at the trailer.
That's Sam Raimi too.
Yeah, Sam Raimi. Yeah, I wasn't enamored by the trailer. I
I mean,
wasn't
it's
enamored.
probably a
By it.
wacky movie. I don't know if I would be that interested.
It looks stupid, particularly the guy who was meant to be in such a vulnerable predicament, still acting like a complete fucking knob. I'm your boss. Like, just fuck off. That's retarded shit. Beardo's pinkish shirt with a $5 says Todd McFarlane's Spawn, also known as Spawn, the animated series, or simply Spawn, has better storytelling than the aforementioned comic book series.
It does. The animated series is superior in every way.
Fear of Female with the $2 says Weekend at Bernie's 2 is the best zombie movie. Colin Wolf for the $5 says, are you guys hopeful for the Robert Eggers upcoming werewolf movie? What do you think of his directing style?
I quite like it.
Super unique. It's cool to have a more modern example of an artist who's doing crazy shit in Hollywood, because he got Nosferatu, right? So it's like hopefully he can get some more bigger projects as well, because we need more unique voices, directors.
Abigor with a 32 months says, please tell Mauler to watch Deadwood. He will fall in love. If that show is not in his top 5 or 3 of all time, I would be genuinely surprised.
If Mahler gets around to watching Deadwood, it will be one of his favorite shows.
I think I watched some of Deadwood at some point, because I remember I've definitely seen a chunk of it. I like it.
Yeah.
I just don't. It's hard to remember exactly.
Kyle T with the $5 says, I highly recommend the TV show From. It's like a horror version of Lost, but the writers seem to actually have a planned outline. Oh. Paul M with the $2 says, guesses on the skirt Klingons pronouns. Gay bent.
I was going to say Kapla.
Cold. I don't know the name with a $10 says, congrats to Az on updating his legacy to pronoun guy from crying name game guy. Well, that's more of a niche.
More of a
That's
lateral
niche.
move.
Yeah. Fuck off, Gary. Dave P with a membership for 41 says, regarding films, you've already fucking demonetized me. Now you're going to get me copyright claimed.
You're not going to get hit for that.
I
When
did-
have you got?
I get hit for that music.
What if I do this?
Fine. Regarding film succeeding after theaters, Morbius should technically qualify since he got released a second time to fail a second time. He doesn't know he's been muted. Ricky RV with a $5 says, sir, the orcs are here, Well, don't be racist. Let them in is the funniest meme I've seen all week. Yes. That would be what Starmer has done anyway. Jeremy Snowden with a £5 says Jason Fleming and Nick Rowe in Seed of Chucky and All in Good Time. Coincidence or inspiration?
It's insane that they're both in that, and it was recorded before all that stuff happened, so I couldn't even mention it in the actual thing. But no, it is fucking crazy that they're both in Seed of Chucky.
Mick Gore with a $2 says, hail, Mick. Is that like Mick Hucknall, but with Chris Gore instead?
Oh, I got the perfect wig for my costume as. It is perfect.
I'm going in a direction.
Tell me after the show. Halloween costumes for Friday Night Tights.
Jeremiah Bates with a $5 says Dan Clancy's the Harvey Weinstein of streaming. I get that. I kind of get those vibes. I get those real creepy sex pest kind of vibes.
Analogy. Analogy.
Yeah, I mean, goodness knows what we would find out about that fucker.
Who's buying Warner Brothers chat?
Nobody yet.
Nobody yet. I think
Apple could.
Apple is the one who has the most liquid, who could easily do it. But the problem is they would have to get rid of all the broadcast shit. They would just want the IP and HBO. Yeah.
I mean, they can do with it all the fucking want.
Yeah.
The Jabroni with a $5 says, did you hear about the Transformer Prospector? There's gold in them.
That's good. I
was reading it like Transformer robots in disguise until I got to that. Tanneroo with $2 says Tron Arse was better than Thunderbolts. Hail, mates.
Ooh.
Well, I hated Thunderbolts. So
okay, no, gun to your head. What's a better movie? What would you rather watch again?
I've not seen Tron Arse.
So you probably want to see Tron Ares.
To see it last Friday. Me and my mate, we decided not to do it.
Yes.
Gun to your head. I think it's better. What would you rather see again? Gun to your head. Tron Ares or Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolts.
Yeah, I'd have to say Thunderbolts.
Silverwing.
John Walker's in it. So
yeah.
With a 10, yeah, and they fucking make him a dick. Silverwing 10 with a $10 says, I have a question for you guys. Why do people say anger half the audience when celebrities offend non-liberals based on their box office figures? It's the majority of the audience. It's not right. Okay, when they say anger half the audience, they think there's an even split of. They're looking at it from a political divide, like an even split, which it is there or thereabouts, right? Problem is, it's nothing political.
No, when I say it, it's 50%. That's what I mean.
If the thing's shit, you're likely to piss off just as many fucking one side as you are the other side to never go see it, because there's a lot of people that are tired of this constant political verbiage and language that run through everything whatsoever. So they just sit everything out as well.
Yeah, and by the way, the data backs up what we're saying. So when I say, if I'm going to say that as a political thing, I will give the caveat. I will say potential audience by, if I was a Republican, I wouldn't fucking go to Disney World ever because they hate you. They fucking hate you. So that I will say, I will give that caveat. Plus, we can't give the caveats for everything, but the data backs up when we say half the audience. Hollywood has lost half its audience, roughly. So the data is backing it up. A lot of people just don't pay attention or don't care. They don't know Rachel Zegler's out there, pissing people off. They just see a bad movie. But now it's potential audience now, because like that audience is disappearing. Right. So, but you also want to go back to what Michael Jordan said, Republicans buy shoes too. But as Silverwing points out, it's also center leftists, center left, whatever. I know a lot of people who cannot stand Trump, but hate fucking woke Hollywood. A lot of people.
Mola, this is for you, just because we were talking about it before Gary got here behind the scenes. So in the last 5 minutes, my back end has now reverted back to the new back end.
That's what she said
during the stream.
That's what he said.
YouTube totally in
You-
control. Know what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Crazy. And with a $2 says, Gary, what app do you use for your comics?
Reality, the Reality app, where I hold a comic book and I read it.
CLZ Comics.
So as far as for inventorying my comics, it's called CLZ, what Az just said. But for reading them, I don't read digital comics ever. It's sacrilege to me.
Yeah.
But
Sacrilege.
yeah, CLZ is a app that costs $7.99 a month. It is brilliant for inventorying your
year.
comic books.
Yeah.
It's like per year. It's per month. Even if it was per month, I didn't care. Maybe it's per year, but it's not much. And all you have to do is scan a picture. You throw out your comic cover. It scans the cover, and it gives you the choices: direct edition, newsstand edition. Just pick it. You have the option. You don't have to of putting the value. A location, which I highly recommend if you're inventorying your comic books. You number your boxes, and we could go over it someday when we have more time on a stream, like how you can properly inventory your comics without having to alphabetize everything, because you don't need to do that anymore.
WG with a $5 says, thought we might get to see James Gunn on Ryan Kinnell's new show, Fuck My Life, but then I realized I simply mistook life for wife. Ayo! Nate the Scott with a membership for 37 says, hey folks, just popping in and say hi. Hope you're all doing well and thanks for the entertainment. Thank you, Nate. Aston has become a member. Oh, Aston with the otter emoji. The I love otters, they're my faves. So welcome to the show, Aston. Another name with a $5 says greatest comic literature, Miles Morales Thor. Fucking hell, that was Jesus wept. I remember that. With the
yes, Snape is voiced by a Pakistani who looks more like Snape than Papa Esiadu.
Yeah,
in the audio
Aston
version.
with a $2 for that, by the way. And not my mom with a $20 says Blaine at Criticless Claim. Someone else is behind that Blaine's 100%.
I don't believe it.
Crazy.
It said Blaine's 100% real reviews. What are we supposed to doubt the
considering
chat?
Not My Mom was the first person to say in the chat in Not My Mom, it was worth the $42. You kind of gave it away in Not My Mom. Apparently, someone created it in order to torment him for calling Jaws mid. Come on, Blaine.
He did call Jaws
who's
mid.
so vindictive as to do that? Who, I ask?
I created an account on Criticless and I gave my first review. I have notes for the website that I'll give to Jeremy. I have some notes. Not that they asked me, but I have
HD
notes.
with a €2 says 6'7". Happy
What
birthday,
the fuck is 6'7", dude?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, I don't even want to know. Let's keep it.
Hold on. What does 6'7" mean? Let's see. 6'7" is a viral slang term with a nonsensical meaning used especially by younger generations. It originates from a rap song and gained popularity through viral videos featuring NBA players. So he's doing a
Okay.
6'7", who is 6'7" tall. The phrase can be used randomly, but some connect it to an up and down hand gesture that may imply so. If you want any more urban youth slang definitions,
This is the place to come right here.
You come to us. We've got an
Real
average
BBC.
age of 47. Next with a $2. Started Ash versus Evil Dead. Thanks, Gary.
Fantastic show.
Yamada with 7. Witches with a 200 yen says Japanese government considers several manga like Ghost in the Shell, Akira, Tororo as classic literature, but never heard Americans saying that about comics. The general reaction is it's just content for money. It's funny books. Well, I mean, they were created to sell adverts. I mean, that's why they were created ultimately.
There is classic comic book literature outside of superheroes, But and like manga's doing it better, and some of the stuff, Ghost in a Shell and Akira are fucking amazing, no doubt.
Ghost in a Shell.
All of that stuff came from Western entertainment. Problem is that now the East is doing the West better.
And Kuhaku has been a member for 22 months. Thank you. And Matt Law Gab with a €2 says, "Buy Odin's Fade." Such an iconic, like, oh my God, that was so embarrassing.
Damn. Yeah.
What if Miles Morales was Thor? And the Eubonics, the way, oh my, fuck me. God, liberals are racist as fuck. Mauler, anything you'd like to plug before we go?
This Saturday on EFAP, we're going to break down Cronenberg's The Fly.
Ooh. Very
good movie.
Nice.
It's one of my favorite horror movies of all time.
Yeah. Good stuff. Gabby, anything you'd like to plug, sir?
I'm looking at the Hot Toys Dark Knight Armory. Ooh.
Oh, I've already got that in order.
Of course you do.
Yeah,
what do I got?
Should be shipping soon.
Oh. Yeah, I got my.
I think it's shipping soon because they're now putting up lots of different pictures, which means it's on the verge of shipping.
Yeah, they figured out the tariff thing, and so all the stuff that's being delayed. I got Nora Zorro, and yeah, it looks pretty good. That fucking Doctor Doom dude is unbelievable.
I swear I ordered it, but I didn't. But I don't know. I'm okay with not. To be honest with you,
it's the comic book version. It's fucking awesome. What do I got coming up? Videos. Videos. Working on a video the next couple of days, and then gonna do a Frankenstein review, and then we got Friday Night Tights. I keep forgetting who the guest was. Oh, Gundam
this week. Yeah,
Gundam is gonna be on Friday. Hail, Papa Gundam, and just doing all kinds of fun stuff. Getting ready for spooky season. I wish I could take a picture of my front yard, but I don't want to dox myself. My wife outdid herself this year. It is a Halloween fucking wonderland in our front yard. It is amazing. It is fucking amazing.
Oh,
we got a giant life-size werewolf that
Gary's text is some big.
God damn, it's gonna scare the shit out of him. I can't wait.
Molly.
Yeah.
The Sucker Punch Productions, by the way, were asked about DLC for Ghost of Yotai, and they kind of sidestepped it. They kind of said if there's a demand.
Is there a demand?
Is kind of implying that maybe the sales aren't where they want the sales to be. Sales, which by the way have not been announced, even though the Ghost of Tsushima sales had been announced by now.
Harumph.
Oh,
yes.
well.
Oh, well. Sebastian Durkach with an 8 month says, watching Buffy and Angel for the first time in my late 40s. Those shows are getting better and better from season to season. Didn't know it was possible. You got the Mal Reynolds there, and he's the fucking GOAT.
That's the thing. If you like Firefly, I'm not going to say you guaranteed like Buffy and Angel, but it's the same writing team and creator. Like they have a lot of the same sensibilities and style of storytelling and character dynamics, I would say.
What did you guys think about the Hunt for Ben Solo news?
Funny.
Didn't care.
I'm sorry, there's nothing but comedy in the idea that they go, here's the script, here's the idea for the story, and we've got Adam Driver on board. Soderbergh is going to be directing
Steven Soderbergh. Steven fucking Soderbergh.
Story, start, middle, and end, and this is that, and then Disney go, yeah, but the character died. I wouldn't be able to compose myself with that. I'd be like, oh, he's dead. Oh,
there's a movie
called Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Called Rise of Skywalker.
Star Trek movie
where the Emperor somehow came back, but you have a problem now.
Somehow this guy who got thrown into a fucking reactor Jesus Christ.
It's so, you can say whatever you want about what happened to him. He disappeared. You could be like, he died, or you could be like, no, actually he force grabungled into a different dimension and he's back now.
He force skipped.
Yeah,
he force skipped. There you go. It's done. Fine.
That's hilarious that they had a admittedly, I'm not going to say everything he's done is great, but Steven Soderbergh is a competent Hollywood director who can actually make
They
films.
should snap up anyone who's willing to make their fucking movie.
They said, nah.
I mean, Adam Driver is the best chance they have to get any traction.
That would be the
going.
best actor they've got access to
Yeah.
to be willing to do fucking Star Wars right now. That's unbelievable. Yeah, it's
but
so
but
funny.
it's Star Wars, and I don't care.
I don't.
No.
Yeah.
No, if they had
Because
said
it's
this
Star
movie
Wars.
is coming out like next year or something, I'd be like, it's going to be funny. But yeah, like I said, it's just funny to me. Why do they give up with your stupid sequel continuity? No one gives a fuck about what happens next to Rey or Ben Solo.
Tomorrow, ripping the silverback over on Eric's channel. He couldn't do it last week because he was doing daddy stuff with the missus and stuff. Now he's daddy man. So there was that going on. So that'll be ripping the silverback episode 90 on Eric's channel. There is a video I have out on my channel right now, 18 minutes long, eviscerating Hassan the Prick Piker. And his disgusting animal abuse and basically just been a disgusting piece of shit in general.
Yep.
So expect more videos to come, and Friday Night Tights, obviously, on Gary's channel, and we'll be on Gary's channel for.
And what are you doing with those videos? Those videos are you're doing something kind of smart.
I mean, these I do a show on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Afternoon tea with Az.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of going through a couple of stories, and then I'm taking those couple of stories or reactions.
Yeah.
And then I'm editing down and I'm putting up on the channel, and they're doing very well.
God, really cool guy must have told you to do that.
Yeah.
Mahler.
Yeah, I told him a whole bunch of times. Yep. Finally, he listened. Finally, he listened.
Massive thank you.
That's awesome. By the way, that's awesome to hear. 100% awesome.
Yeah, they're all, you know, it's only the fourth one I've done doing that, but they've all done like really well. I'm very happy with the way they've done.
Yep.
And then, you know, I stuck out a Doctor Who video out yesterday.
Yep.
The D&D video, you know, it's a lot, you know, stuff going on. Ubisoft video.
Two different audiences. There's an audience, there's a live stream audience, and there's a video audience. And,
absolutely.
And the amount that actually there's a crossover is minute.
Yeah.
So I think it's really good that you do that. Brings people over to the live streams, and people who don't want to sit through the live streams can watch those.
Yarp. So massive thank you to everyone who came to watch today. We were over 6,000 today, which is crazy, amazing stuff. Mods, thank you so much indeed for giving up your free time, and everybody who super chatted and membershiped, thank you so much for supporting the channel. You guys, you're amazing, you're beautiful, and you didn't get grifted today because I got grifted back. So yeah, you know, it is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, it gets dark and all that.
At the end of the day, it is what it is.
At the end of the is what it is. It gets dark.
That's wild.
Know? Yeah, it's crazy. Until next week, you take care. Goodbye, Balubu.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.